Welcome. We're live here at Art Sanders Field here in beautiful Campbellsburg, Indiana for tonight's season opening 2022 football campaign for the West Washington Senators as they open up here at home tonight against the county rival Eastern Musketeers from down the road as we get ready for football 2022. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to it, myself included, and also the coach Brad Mills joining us here this evening for the broadcast as we're ready for this campaign to get underway. Coach Jeremy Lowry in his second season here at West Washington as the Senators look to build on last year's opening season with him at the helm. He ended up 4-5 on the year, a rough year with the COVID and just game problems all season long with games getting canceled and that kind of thing. But pretty good season for a young Senator football team, and this year you like to hope that some of those young kids that played a lot of minutes last year have grown up quite a bit and come in with some high aspirations here for this season as we get underway here in 2022. Beautiful night here at West Washington, and as the people starting to filter into the stadium now, a lot of things going on here pregame. The grill's open down there, so you still got time to get out here if you're at home. Come on out and join us for a beautiful evening and hopefully a great night of football. You there, Coach Mills? Maybe not. Okay, well we'll get Brad here in a second, hopefully. But yeah, just ready to get things going here as the Senators and the Musketeers both down here on the field this evening as we get prepared for this contest. Kind of a warm evening. Typically these early season games are that way, a little warmer than it has been in the last week or so as we had some really good football weather and was hoping that would hang on here till tonight. But a beautiful night nevertheless. I'm sure temperature will drop some as the game goes down, but it's going to be kind of hot here early as the Senators try to get things going here in the right direction in this opening game. Of course, West Washington last season, as we talked about, they opened up down at Eastern. That game, the Senators come out on top 20-16 in kind of a tight game. And, hopefully the Senators here tonight can come out on top again. But Eastern, big, huge kids on the Eastern side. I mean, if you look at the size difference, they're a lot bigger than the West Washington kids. So, we're going to have to do a nice job here tonight getting off our blocks defensively, making tackles, getting low, and doing the things that, help you win the football game. And hopefully that's what the Senators can do here this evening. Coach Mills, you there? Nope, we don't have him. Okay. Well, we're trying to get Coach Mills going remote here to join us on the broadcast this evening, so still having a little trouble with that, so you'll just have to listen to me a little bit longer. But the Professor Craig Akers helping us out here tonight as we bring the broadcast to you on West Washington live stream here. And just thankful for another great night here of football. Craig has opened up the season already, had a couple volleyball games, had a junior high game, I think, last night that they did here at Art Sanders Field. Our junior high victorious in that one, a big win over this same Eastern Musketeer squad. Well, not the same squad, but the same school anyway, as the junior high kids played last evening. So congratulations to the Senator junior high team for a season opening win, a big win there last night over the Eastern Musketeers. But like we said, Coach Luke Dean comes in here tonight with his Eastern squad as they take on the Senators. Of course, in this series has been going on now for 15 years. West Washington holds a sizable advantage, 14-1 in wins and losses over the Musketeers. But I know the Musketeers feel good about their team this year, and Coach Dean, has got like we said, a big team down here. Their front line goes pretty strong as far as
there's a whole lot of meat on that line.
There you go. There's Coach Mills. I knew he would come in here, but yeah, there's a lot of meat there. As you look at their starters offensively, their line, Connor Gilstrap, probably the smallest of their line at center at 5'11", 215, and then They go 295, 335, 291, 285. And then also with their tight end in there, Caleb King, he's 240. So just a lot of big boys up front for the Musketeers. So not sure what we'll see. I mean, they've got a sophomore quarterback that will start the game tonight, number 10, Cody Bannett, getting the start for the Musketeers here this evening under center. So we'll see what the Musketeers try to do offensively. And like we said, big key, I think, for this game, and Coach Mills and I talked about this prior, I think the center's got to come out here early and establish things, and they're going to have to do a nice job defensively getting off those blocks and making tackles.
Well, the Senators have to make sure they're not going to be pushed around like they were early on against North Harrison in the scrimmage there, because we have a lot of the same size that we saw in the North Harrison on the eastern sideline. So it'll be up to those front guys. I think that the Senator line is back to full strength now. They had some guys out with some strep throat and some stuff, so hopefully they will be able to block and give us some time. Ken Chase gets in the open field, some amazing things can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kenton, no doubt, the leader of our offense here. And then, of course, you got Ethan Roberts in the backfield at the fullback position. Ethan, a hard runner. Had a little bit of trouble last year. I know we talked about it a lot, hanging on to the football, and that'll be a key here tonight, too. I think turnovers is one of our big 80 Go Strap Motors keys to the games. Keys to this game here this evening, and both teams, in the season opener, it's always tough sometimes to hang on to that football. It's your first round. It's really your first full go football game. I mean, the scrimmage kind of gives you a little bit of a look, but this is the opener. This is the one where you can't afford to turn the ball over, and if you do, you can be in for a long night. So hopefully that's something that the Senators won't do a whole lot of, and I'm sure Coach Dean's thinking the same thing on his side, as I know in the past sometimes Eastern's had some trouble with turnovers, but like we said, huge offensive front for Eastern and on the defensive side, and the Senators are just going to have to do a great job blocking up front if they want to move the football. But as you mentioned, if Kenton gets in the open field, he's done some nice things with his legs, been able to throw it some as well. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. But, it should be a good football game here this evening.
Definitely a lot of, I think it was Braden Jones, Bubba, for Eastern, who had a really good game, number 33 last year for him as a freshman in the fourth quarter. It'll be interesting to see what he can do with a full game here. He's got a lot of skills, so he's somebody that I think that the Senators are going to have to key in on, because he can basically run it from hash to hash there pretty hard and grind out some yards behind that big offensive line. So it's going to be up to the Senators to figure out a way to stop that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, if I'm Coach Dean, I like the big guys, so I'm kind of chomping at the bit with that big line up front. I mean, I think I just run up and get behind those guys and try to run the football and make West Washington stop it. I don't think it's a difficult thing to figure out, but it may be for the Senator defense. I mean, they're definitely giving up quite a bit of size and weight down there in the trenches for sure.
Speed to the outside may be something key for the Senators tonight also. We look at running backs like Hudson Kress, Wyatt Johnston coming out of the backfield there. Those are some guys that can break big runs if they can get some daylight. So it'll be an interesting matchup there. The size that Eastern has on the inside. Do they have the linebackers to kind of corral those guys when they get to the outside through the C gaps?
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Coach. I think what West Washington gives up in size, they're going to have to make up for in speed. Same way with the Musketeers, just the flip-flop. They're going to have to be able to counter that speed that West Washington's going to be able to show offensively and get off those blocks and get people in the right position, because I definitely think West Washington probably a little bit faster team. Definitely the Musketeers a little bigger team, so we're going to see it's going to be a battle of the size versus the speed here tonight. So hopefully the Senators can get the job done, and we'll see here in a few minutes, as we're about 20 minutes or so away from the kickoff here this evening. And we got an interview we're going to go to right now with Coach Lowry, so we're going to take a quick break here. hear a word from Coach Lowry that was programmed or recorded earlier, and we'll be back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Hello and welcome to our first episode of Coach's Corner here on West Washington Senator Radio. I'm Titan Williams, joined alongside head football coach, Coach Jeremy Lowry. Coach Lowry, my first question for you has to do with the North Harrison scrimmage. So in years past, we have seen our Senator football team run more of a shotgun type offense, but last week in the North Harrison scrimmage, we saw the team take a different approach and going more under center. What influenced that decision to change up the offense?
Well, it's going to look a little different this year at times. As you mentioned, we've got a lot of under center packages. That's something we really looked at the offseason, really thought that it fit this football team. We will continue to be in the gun as we progress through the season. But obviously that under center package, that was a new look. And we really wanted to roll that out in the scrimmage and get a good look at that. We think it's a good fit for our football team. We think we've got 4 very capable runners in the backfield. Our quarterback can create plays. Kitten can create plays with his legs as well. And we think that combination of those runners and Kitten's skills running the football, we think those can all be suited really well under center. There's several different types of schemes we'll run in that package, but one of them in particular is some option football, some midline option, some veer option, and we just feel like those plays are best utilized under center. It's some stuff I've utilized coaching at other places before and had some success with it, and just feel like we have got some players with the skill set to really pull that off.
Okay, so looking at the defensive side of the ball, against North Harrison, a much bigger school and even a bigger team, what kind of adjustments do you have to make defensively to prepare for a team like that?
We just got to be really strong up front. We got to use our hands really well. Defensive linemen and our D tackles, our D ends, they've got to get good extension when they come off the ball. So they can keep those guys from getting into them. Those guys get off the ball. You're right. They have a lot of size, had some experience. They get off the ball and get into you. It can be for a long night. Those guys up front, their primary job is to keep linemen off the linebackers. And North Harrison certainly gave us a good look at that. We held up well at times, and other times, obviously, we got that on film. Things we need to work on, get a little bit better at that.
Okay, looking at the third aspect of the game, the special teams, again against North Harrison, we saw the team try some extra points that didn't necessarily go too successfully, but we did see one go through. What is the special teams all about, and how do you plan on importing the PATs into the game?
So special teams is a huge part of what we do. We want special teams to be special. We talk about that all the time. I would say our commitment as far as practice time to special teams is above and beyond what most teams allow. We're going to spend at least 20 minutes a day on special teams, and we just think that's an important phase of the game that's often overlooked, and that we want to be excellent at on Friday nights. And the PATs, the big thing about that is a lot of times you can get kickers kicking in practice, but until they get in front of people and in front of a crowd, it's hard to get a good indication of how effective they're going to be. And we've got a few different kids we've been looking at. Obviously, we didn't hit as many of those PATs as we wanted to in the scrimmage, but that's what a scrimmage is for. You got to roll kids out there, and you got to evaluate, and you got to make adjustments from there. And we feel like we're making those adjustments. We really want to be able to kick PATs. That's something we're definitely working towards, just because when you get down in the red zone, you've only got so many red zone special plays. And most of those red zone special plays you want to save for game winners, 2-point conversions for the win, big moments in the game. And if you're going for 2 every time you score, you feel like you're kind of eating up some of those 2-point conversion plays and those game-winning plays. So kicking PATs is very important to us.
Okay, so looking into your coaching staff for this year, we have 2 new adjustments. We have Coach Keith Nance returning, as he was the head coach just 2 years ago, and also Holden Bousman, who was the quarterback for Coach Nance just 2 years ago. What kind of roles do they have into this coaching staff?
So super excited about both of those guys. You can never add too many high character quality people to your program. And obviously those guys have history with the program. They've been a huge part of the program. So it was pretty much so an easy decision bringing those guys back. And we're just super pleased that they're back and excited to have them around and what they bring to the table. Coach Nance, he's going to be coaching our wide receivers. And he's done a great job with those guys, and really like how that group's coming together, and expect really big things out of that group. And then Coach Holden Bousman, he's going to be helping with our quarterbacks. And again, super pleased with what he brings to the table and his knowledge in that area. And it's always great to have young, high-energy guys around they haven't been too removed themselves from playing the position. So obviously he brings those traits for us. And then he'll also be helping us in the secondary, coach up those guys, our corners and our safeties.
So how do you prepare within a week for a certain team? Like, what is your game plan going into the week?
Well, at some point you're gonna do what you do on both sides of the ball. Obviously, we have our preferred scheme on offense and our preferred scheme on defense, special teams. You have a general way of how you operate. Then it's more about looking at the opponent, looking at their tendencies, what they do, different looks they get in that might give you issues, making adjustments you need to make, and then you have your special add-ons during. As you get into the prep, certain things that, generally your offense, you have a schedule of install. And, I would say we're at about a 80% on our install. And we start getting into this point in the season where we start preparing. Kind of what the opponents do might help us determine what's next on our install. Like I said, we've still got about 20% of stuff that we still are wanting to put in, and probably after this week, definitely after this week, going through this week of practice, we probably added about 2% more. And a lot of what the other team kind of helps us determine where we're at on that install schedule, what's next. Obviously, you want to put your team in the best position to win, and we're going to do what we do, but also you're always going to have little tweaks in your game plans, little adjustments, things like that you feel are going to be really good to the opponent you're playing.
Okay, so what do they want to do offensively and defensively, and what do you have to do to be able to throw them off their game plan and play into your hand?
Well, defensively they're gonna run an under and an over front on defense. That's getting a little technical there. Basically, they are not going to cover our center in most cases, and they're going to shift their defense to the strength in some cases, and they're going to play more even and balanced in other areas. They have really good size up front. One of their linebackers has got some good size. I feel like their defensive ends are very active. We're going to have to keep those guys in check. They like to play softer cover 3 zone in their secondary. Not giving up big plays over the top. So those are all things you take into account when you're putting your game plan together. And, they're going to be a well-coached football team, and they've got some good players and some nice size. So, our guys are really going to have to execute the plan and play well offensively. Then from a defensive standpoint from us, again, they're going to try to use their size. They're a predominantly running football team. They're going to run the ball about 85% of the time. I think their preferred formation is 2 back, and they've got They've got a running back that's about 225, 230 pounds. I feel like their game plan is that they really want to force that big back behind that big line and try to go right at us.
Okay, so my final question for you is, what do you think the deciding factor will be to who wins and who loses this opening week game?
Well, I'm probably going to have a boring answer here. I believe football games are won by blocking and tackling and taking care of the football. And I feel like whatever team does that, whoever blocks, tackles, takes care of the football the best, that's probably who's going to win this football game. I think the key to us is to get our speed out and running. I think we have a clear-cut speed advantage, and I think we need to get our dogs out running. I think we'll be in a great situation if we do that. I think for them, I think they want to play the game more in a phone booth. I think they want to use their big guys and try to run behind them and try to take the air out of the ball a little bit, slow the game down a little bit, and try to lean on us. I think whatever team executes that plan better, and whoever tackles better and blocks better and takes care of the football is going to be real happy at the end of Friday night.
All right, well, I'd like to thank you for joining me on our first episode of Coach's Corner. The Senators will take on Eastern at 7 o'clock at home this Friday night, and we will see you next time.
All right, thanks, Titan.
After 2 years of study and research, the Washington County Community Foundation launched its first proactive initiative, Youth First, in 2007. Their goal was to create a positive environment within the county where youth are valued, their needs come first, and investments are made in their well-being. In 2011, Youth First merged with the YMCA to best serve youth through their common commitments to youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. This merger allowed for further utilization of Youth First missions and the possibility to grow development assets in our community more initially.
All right, welcome. We're back here live at Art Sanders Field as we're just about 8 minutes away from kickoff time here, as both the Senators haven't made it back out yet, but Eastern back out onto the field as we're just a few minutes away from getting this thing going. But we heard that interview with Coach Lowry, thanks to Titan Williams, one of our great students, also one of our great football players who does a lot of work for the live stream and WWSR, as I know he brought the junior high game last evening, but thanks to Titan for that, and Coach Lowry pretty optimistic here, and I think, a lot of what he said was true. I think at the end of the day, all these football games come down to blocking, tackling, and who takes care of the football. And I think that was just a huge statement there at the end. I mean, you can have whatever you've got talent-wise, whatever you've got size-wise, whatever you've got speed-wise, but if you don't do those three things, you're going to be in for a long night. And I think that was a great point that he made there, at the end of the interview.
Yeah, all the small things are something that definitely matters when it comes to football. And you see it more so during the first weeks and, the last weeks of the season. I think if the Senators capitalize on those small things, they're going to be fine. They're going to have to definitely correct some mistakes that they made against North last week in the scrimmage, but I'm very excited to see what they've got here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he, what he said about Eastern, they're going to try to play this game, or at least I feel like they're going to try to play this game, between the hashes. They're going to line up, try to run the football, make the Senators stop them. And, I was talking to some of the boys last night, and I said, I think one of the big keys here, for this game tonight is, to try to win the first quarter. And I think the team that gets ahead, it's sometimes it's hard to play from behind, especially in the opening game of the year. And I think that happened to Eastern last year. We got ahead, got a couple scores on them, and then they just never could overcome, even though they made it a close game there at the end. But, I think that's a big key. And, attrition may be something that'll come into it too for them with those bigger kids. Sometimes in this heat and in the early part of the year where you don't quite have your full football legs yet, sometimes that can wear you down. So we'll see. We're going to take a break here, hear another word, and the national anthem. We'll be back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream at WWSR.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. The national anthem has been played, and I tell you, Professor, I'm ready for this game tonight. Craig Eckers taking care of things for us here on West Washington live stream and WWSR. And of course, who can forget Coach Mills bringing us his insight into the game. And, Brad doing it remote tonight, couldn't be here at the game. But, that's the great thing about this setup that we have here. He can watch this thing and bring us all his insight right there from home. He's probably got a bag of chips, and he's sitting on the couch watching this thing. Nachos. Yeah,
I'm out here on the back porch with a big old jug of water right now.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
I'm trying to stay hydrated to fight this off. So
I was so excited to get things going. I'm pumped up right here. I can feel the energy. And
you
what
see
a
the
great
crowd
crowd
coming in. It's gonna be it's gonna be a big night for that. You're gonna see. This is a rivalry game that neither of these teams want to win. I know that when I talked to Coach Gibby, he brings up the time that Eastern beat West Washington and how that made the rest of the season. It was definitely one that you put on your. It's a rivalry game. It's your county.
Yeah, and this is the first step to a county championship. You got to win this one, and it's week one. So, like we said, a lot of things happen week one. You're not really, I don't think, no matter how prepared you are, there's nothing in the preseason football-wise that can prepare you for that week one contest. I mean, you do a lot of scrimmages, you do different things throughout the preseason to try to get ready for this, but it's just hard in football because there's, not a whole lot of contact and things going down before this week one hits. So, I think those things that Coach Lowry talked about are huge. It's just how well did you prepare that in the off season? How well did you get your blocking assignments down? How well can you tackle the football? And, can you or will you turn it over is a big point. And I think that could be huge in this game once again here this evening. So just looking forward to it. We're so anxious for the kickoff. The Senators yet to come back out to the field, or Eastern back out here now. So just a few minutes away from the start of this one as it's football 2022, and it's here, and we're ready to go here in the booth, and hopefully you're tuning in to us tonight. First off, I want to thank all our sponsors. We've got a ton of them, and we appreciate what they do here for West Washington Sports and also West Washington Live Stream. And if you're interested in sponsoring here, all you got to do is contact one of us, contact Athletic Director Darren Russell at the school, and, he'll get you set up with a package that'll work for you. And, we'll do whatever you need us to do to add sponsorship to that, and we appreciate the ones we've got and always looking for more. So if you're interested in that all, just contact the school and we can help you out with that.
And here come the Senators out of the tunnel there, ready for this matchup. I tell you what, this is the point, like you say, Bubba. You get past all the controlled scrimmages, all the cold practice. This is pin your ears back and start playing some football finally.
Absolutely, Coach, and that's a great point. It's time to pin your ears back and get this thing going, and hopefully these kids are fired up and ready to go here on a beautiful Friday evening here in Campbellsburg as we get ready to get this one underway as the Senators have returned to the field, and we'll get the coin toss here with the officials. I don't think they've done that yet. Usually they do it a little bit early. Maybe they did. Now we missed it. But anyway, we'll see how this one's going to get started here as the officials have made their way down as well. Coach Lowry bringing his team to the sideline, and we're about ready for this thing to get underway. Looks like the Senators captains will head out there. Number 51, Bradley Hampton, the senior linebacker, will head out there along with number 56, Gavin Ball, another senior, number 11, Wyatt Johnston, a senior as well, and 25, of course, Ethan Roberts, the 4 senior captains for the Senators here tonight as the Musketeers bring their captains out there on the field as well as we're ready to find out how this thing's going to get started here. Looks like they'll shake
definitely.
hands.
This is where you start. This is where you start to get those butterflies a little more in your stomach because you're ready to do something. So kind of got to shake them off. I tell you what, if you look for any kind of kick return to ever happen, it's usually on the first play of the year.
Yeah, that's true. And that's something, special teams, that we haven't talked about. That could be huge here tonight. Kick returns, punt returns, all those things are stuff that it's really hard to simulate there again in the off season, so you just got to work on it. Looks like Eastern will receive the football, I believe is what he showed down there. So we'll see.
I think that's what we saw.
It was kind of like he'll receive. So Senators will put their defense out there first, and we'll get this thing underway here as West Washington's going to kick off to get this game started here tonight. And I think this first possession's huge for both teams on both sides of the ball. You want to get a stop if you're out there on defense, and you want to move the football offensively. So we'll see how it gets underway as we're ready. 12 minutes go up on the board. And speaking of the board, that board looks awesome down there in that north end zone as they wrap.
You
that
read
thing
my
up
mind.
this week.
Antec did an amazing job of giving us that new skin on that board.
They sure
amazing.
did. That thing does look tremendous as they put 12 minutes up on it. We'll get this thing underway as it looks like number 7, Landon Holloway, will come out to kick it away for the Senators. Landon in a different jersey this year. I'm going to have a hard time. He wore the old 52 that I used to wear. Of course, I filled it out a little bit better than he did, but he's moved to number 7 this year because his role's a little different on this year's team. But he's going to do the kicking duties here tonight as he'll kick this thing away to the Musketeers. They drop a couple guys back there deep, and we're going to get this thing going. Pretty decent kick goes to the up man there at about the 25-yard line. He brings it out, number 15, returning it for Eastern as Connor Cleek, the freshman, brings it out to about the 33, 34-yard line. They'll spot it 33, and that's where the Musketeers will start 1st and 10.
So you're really going to have to key in right now. Look at those tackles. We talked about the center being the most undersized guy on Eastern's line. So you have to watch those A and B gaps there because that's where they're going to want to try to pound that against the Senator team. Grayson McCoy there, middle linebacker, look for him to come up big here early on.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Musketeers will come out, split backfield, as they'll go out of the shotgun. The snap will come here to ban it, and there's a penalty right off the bat. And the kid's also not used to the whistle yet, so they go ahead and play it out. But I think that's going to be a procedure penalty against the Musketeers. Had somebody move there a little bit. So that is the call. So they'll march 5 off backwards for Eastern as we'll go on 1st and 15 now. Back at the 28-yard line is where they'll spot it. So let's see what we can do here still to not able to get a play off there as somebody made a little bit too quick of a move for the Musketeers. And we'll go back. They'll break the huddle, come to the line. Shotgun formation, split backs in the backfield. Once again, Bannett to take the snap. He will on first down, just pitches it back there. Number 22, the ball carrier. He'll try to get it to the outside, breaks the tackle out there, and finally slips down after picking up a couple of hard yards there. Zach Fickus, the running back there for the Musketeers, as he picks up a couple yards. So to bring up second down and 13 now for the Musketeers here as they get a couple there on first down.
And yeah, Coach Lowry said the bread and butter for the Eastern Musketeers is going to be running the ball. So we're going to see a lot of that going left, right, center all night long.
Second and 13 for Eastern as they'll come to the line once again as they'll set up there. Bannett will take the snap, hands it off. This time just a direct dive play. Number 11, the ball carrier there, Nathan McBride, as he dives forward. Gets maybe a yard or two. Tackle made in there for the Senators by number 57, Kai Struther, the senior lineman for West Washington. Senators looking for big things out of Kai this year in his senior campaign. So a great tackle there.
His fellow Bash brother there, J.G. Cruz, right next to him. Those are guys that are going to have to clog that middle up for the Senators.
Absolutely. Good point, Coach. Third down now and 11 for the Musketeers here. So the Senators looking to get the Musketeers off the field here. Bannett will take the snap. He's going to roll out, looks to throw. He's got some time. Tries to get it into the flat. It's going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by the Senators. Bradley Hampton out there in coverage as they tried to get it out to number 22, Braden Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down and 11. So our first punt probably here of the night. And here's one bright spot for the Senators we haven't talked about. Hudson Kress done a great job, I thought, last year on kickoffs and punt returns, and he comes in here, this year looking to do big things, and Hudson could be a big part for this Senator football team. So Hudson will drop back there to field this kick back at about his own 33-yard line. Kick will come here for the punter. It's kind of a line drive kick going towards the Senator sideline. It's going to roll out of bounds right at the 30. So not going to give Kress an opportunity to return it. So the Senators do their job defensively. They'll bring the offense out now. First and 10, West Washington at their own. They're going to mark it about the 28-yard line. So that's where the Senators will start their first offensive drive of the evening.
I think we'll see a big three-headed monster tonight of Roberts, Kress, and McCoy there. All three of those guys are going to see a lot of carries. And as we talked about with Ken, then he's got the ability to move it up however he wants. I really think we should look for the outsides will be hot tonight. That defensive end for both on ends for the Eastern is going to have to be really, really ready to try to stop these guys.
Absolutely. Senators come out, eye in the backfield as Kenton Chase will go under center to take the snap. He will. First and 10, turns, hands it off. Straight dive play just right up the middle. Good gain there as Roberts able to dive forward and pick up about 7 yards on the carry as he brings it out past the 35 to the 36-yard line. So a good run on first down as Roberts able to pick up 7 yards. So to bring up second down now and 3 for the Senators. Kenton Chase goes under center once again, eye in the backfield. He'll take the snap, turn, hand off. Why not? Roberts again as he just dives forward, and then a penalty marker coming in there late. Or was that Kress or was that Roberts?
That looked like Roberts.
No, I believe it was Johnston. Yeah, number 11. I thought it was Roberts, but looks like that's going to be a penalty against the Musketeers as well after the tackle was made as Johnston able to pick up good yardage. So 5-yard penalty for, I think, a face mask, non-intentional one, so it's not the 15-yard variety, just the 5-yard variety. But they'll tack 5 more on. It's going to bring it up to the 47-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Senators there, and a great gain after picking up 5 yards on the carry there by Johnston.
Now, Bubba, you see that they, Coach Lowry said they're not going to cover our center. And you notice how we're blowing that A-gap up.
Yeah, we're just going straight forward, and that, why not if they're not going to cover it? Kenton will take the snap, turn, hands off. Hudson Kress, he'll go kind of a veer run to the outside, the left-hand side there in between the guard and tackle and pick up decent yardage. He gets another about 6 yards on the carry. Well, they're going to move it back about 5 on the carry, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Ball spotted in Musketeer territory now at the 47-yard line of Eastern.
Senator offense in full rhythm here. They're just going dinking and dunking it down the field here with a little bit of mixture of everybody.
Yeah, I think there again, that's where the speed's coming into play, and our line's doing a great job up front. We haven't seen any penetration by the Musketeers yet to get inside there. Kenton will go under center on 2nd down. Man goes in motion. They'll turn, hand it off right up the middle. That's Johnston again. He breaks a hole in the center. He could go all the way, and he will. He's at the 5, touchdown. Senators, and the Senators get on the board here first as they'll go up 6-0 on that 47-yard scamper. Yeah, by Wyatt Johnston. Great run there by Wyatt out of the backfield as he takes it in for the touchdown. So great job there and a good job blocking. And like you mentioned, Coach, they're just running straight forward and hitting those gaps. And our line's doing a great job not letting the big Musketeer front get through there. So Johnston takes it in for the first touchdown of the year. And the Senators lead 6-0 here as we'll line up here and go for 2. As Kenton will set the offense here, he'll go under center once again, eye in the backfield. He'll line up, turns, fakes the handoff, rolls out, wants to throw, got a guy open in the end zone, and just threw it a little wide to the outside, so it's not going to be any good. But here with 8:32 to go on the first quarter scoreboard, the Senators lead at 6-0 over the Musketeers. We'll take a quick break and come back here live on your home for West Washington Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers. Unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website.
All right, welcome. We're live back here at Art Sanders Field. Senators on the board first here as they lead at 6-0. They're on that 47-yard touchdown run by Wyatt Johnston here. 8:32 to go here in the first quarter. Just took 4 or 5 plays, Coach, for the Senators to score.
62 yards and 4 plays there for the Senators to get their first score of the day.
Great. So we'll line up again to kick it off. Holloway will approach it. Another line drive kick. This time it'll go back to the back guys there. He picks it up there. Oh, slips down. Oh, and a fumble. The ball come loose. Yeah. Oh, they're going to say the ground caused the fumble, which I think it did. That's a pretty good call by the official, as he lost the ball when his knee hit the ground. And nobody was really there by him. Number 8, the returner for the Musketeers on that one, Caden Gibson, the senior wide receiver and defensive back, returning the kicks as well, and just lost the ball as he went down. But that's where the Musketeers will start 1st and 10 on this series at their own 32-yard line. So we'll see if Eastern can get anything going here offensively as they'll come to the line here and go out of the shotgun once again there as Cody Bannett will line up their single back in the backfield. They'll just run straight forward this time. And he gets to the outside. He could go all the way. No, he gets tripped up there at about the 42-yard line. And a great run there by number 22 for the Musketeers, Braden Jones. And you talked about that in the pregame, Coach. He done a good job for him last year running the football.
Yeah, he's a bell cow back that they can really rely on a lot. He's going to lower his head and try to get the boom going there. But the Senators are going to have to key him when they get to him because it's going to just take 1 or 2 big blocks from the big guys to spring him for a couple yards.
Yeah, and Jones just a sophomore as well, so he does a great job. They'll hand it to him again here on 1st and 10. This time not as much as the Senators get a guy through there to make the hit there. I believe number 51 coming through for West Washington, Bradley Hampton, to stop him for about a 2-yard gain. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 now for the Musketeers here as 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. Senators 6, Eastern nothing, as the ball rests right at the midfield marker, the 50-yard line. So that's where the Senators will line up here. Bannett out of the shotgun once again, turns, fakes the handoff to Jones, throws it out here in the flat. Good tackle made there as Wyatt Johnson comes up to make the hit after number 11 for the Musketeers. Nathan McBride made the grab, but actually lost yardage, about a 3-yard loss on that catch there as Bannett just wung it out here to the outside. Great grab, but, man, what a great play there by Johnston on the defensive side.
Bubba, that ball floated, it looked like,
Yeah.
for an eternity before it got to him. And I'm surprised Wyatt didn't get up there and actually pick it off.
Yeah, he was right there. I mean, as soon as the ball was caught by McBride, Wyatt was there to make the hit. 3rd down and 11 now as Bannett goes back. Split backs this time. He'll take it, drop back, wants to wing it. He's got a guy open. Oh, and it just went right between his hands. Andrew Adams was open there in the Senator secondary and just couldn't make the grab. It was a pretty good ball there by Bannett as it just went right between his hands. And I don't know if Adams, he's got those gloves on. I'm not a big glove guy. The only time I wear gloves is in the winter time or snowball fights. But he just couldn't grab the ball, and that's going to force a punt once again as the Senators will put Hudson Crest back there deep. Bannett also
Well, that's what the Senators want to do. They want to make Eastern throw the ball.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
is what they want to do to be successful tonight.
Bannett will get off a pretty good punt as he kicks it all the way down, bounces
Wow.
at the 15, rolls down to 10, going to roll down to about the 5 and die. So that's where the Senators are going to get it here to start their second offensive possession of the night. About the 4-yard line is where that ball dies. Good punt there by Bannett.
Yeah, definitely a very strategic punt there. Pat McAfee approved that one.
Yeah, he sure would, and that was a great one. So the Senator offense comes back out. All the wheels are turning on that train. The last time they went, like you said, 4 plays to score on that 47-yard touchdown run there by Wyatt Johnston. So we'll see what the Senators do here deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 at their own 4. Kenton Chase will come up under center. I tell you, I like under center better than I do shotgun, but I'm an old school guy. Kenton will take it. Nope, hard count. I think they drew Eastern off as they jumped, and so that's going to give us 5 yards forward, the second penalty of the night. Both of them been on Eastern, and once again, encroachment by the defense. So that'll move it 5 yards up for the Senators, and it'll make it 1st and 5 up at about the 9-yard line.
Now, Bubba, did I see an adjustment there, or did they bring
Yeah.
an extra guy up onto the line?
I think what they did was go into a 6-2 or a 5-2 look there, and Coach Lowry talked about that in that pregame interview, that was something they would do defensively at times, and that's what they did real quick, and it kind of confused them more so than it did the Senators. Nice hard count there by Kenton, and he drew him offside. So 1st and 5 now up at the 9 as Kenton will go back to work, eye in the backfield. He'll take the snap here on 1st and 5, turn, hand it off in the backfield, Crest the ball carrier as Hudson able to take it to the outside. And once again, that veer run that Coach Lowry's known for. He ran a lot of that at Paoli over the years, and that was a nice run there once again by Hudson, picking up 4 yards. So we'll bring up a 2nd down and short there, up at about the 14-yard line. So we'll see what the Senators can do here.
And those runs start to make a defense start to get tired. When you keep running the ball and moving those chains in this early hot season, it's going to make a team start to wilt.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2nd down and 1 now. Kenton under center, eye in the backfield once again. Oh, looked like the Senators moved that time. Somebody on the far side of the line.
Yeah.
I believe number 51, Bradley Hampton, got a little bit of a jump there, and that's going to be 5 against West Washington. So the first penalty of the night against the Senators. And I believe, do we have a timeout here?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like that's the call. So timeout, West Washington. So we'll take a quick break here with 5:45 to go in the first quarter. West Washington 6, Eastern nothing here on the Eddie Gilstrap Motors scoreboard.
Here at WWSR, we have all
Here at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana, we help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our...
All right, back here live. I guess Coach Lowry got the timeout before that penalty was thrown, so still 2nd down and 1. They'll take the snap here, just a direct dive up the middle, and it's going to be close to a 1st down. Not sure if we got it all, but Johnston, once again, the ball carrier, and they are going to move the chain, so he got just the 1 yard that he needed there for a 1st down, and moving the ball out a little bit further, out to the 15-yard line now. So 1st and 10 Senators. They're at their own 15-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline as Kenton will call it. He'll break the huddle now with the line. Come up there. Eye in the backfield once again. Roberts with Crest behind him as Kenton goes under center. Snap comes on 1st down. He'll roll out. Reverses out. Gets around the guy. Actually used the ref there for a pick. Throws it at the last second. And I'm not sure. It looks like, I guess it was incomplete there. It looks like it fell to the ground. He's trying to get it out there to number 5, Jackson Cameron, but Kenton had to run for his life there as number 85 for the Musketeers, Adam Guthrie, was all over him there, coming strong and fast up there from that defensive end position.
Ken ran from there to Little Twirl and back, it looked like on.
Yeah, I wish he'd have picked me up an ice cream cone when I was there. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion at the 15. Kenton will take the snap, pitches it out. They'll try to go wide, dodge a blocker or two or dodge a tackler or two, and Cress able to get it up to about the 20-yard line. So Hudson made something out of nothing there. It looked like he was going to get tackled for a loss, but he was able to dive forward for about a 5-yard pickup. So 2nd down, well, they'll call it 3rd down now and about 6. They'll call it a 4-yard pickup there by Hudson. So 3rd and 6 now for the Senators at about the 21-yard line as they'll break the huddle, split the guy wide to the far side of the field. Eye in the backfield once again as Kenton will go under center here on 3rd and about 5. He'll take the snap. Oh, got hit, but then he reverses out of it. He's free. He could go all the way. He breaks the tackle out there. 32, the only guy to stop him, and he does, but not before Kenton's able to take it into Musketeer territory and go down at about the 47-yard line. So that was kind of a broken play. I'm not sure. Somebody went the wrong direction there.
I think there was supposed to be a handoff. He didn't go there, and then his athletic ability just told him, let's go, and he followed some blockers and almost ran it all the way to the house there.
Yeah, Kenton with about a 34-yard pickup or so on that carry as he takes it into Musketeer territory at the Musketeer 47-yard line. Another 1st down for the Senators here. Kenton will go under center once again, eye in the backfield. He'll take the snap, turns, hands off, fullback dive right up the middle again by Johnston, that same play that he scored on earlier in the quarter, and he gets another big run as he picks up about 12 yards. So Wyatt diving forward, and another big gainer for him as he takes it down to the Musketeer 35-yard line. So Wyatt really getting his legs moving. There again, there's that speed, and when the Musketeers can't get penetration, it makes those Senator backs just squirt right through there, and our line's doing a great job up front so far. So 1st and 10 at the Musketeer 35. Kenton under center takes a snap, direct dive again, just right up the middle. This time, I believe, once again, that was Wyatt
Johnston.
Yep, he dives forward for another 5 or 6 yards as he picks up a hard 6 that time Finally taken down there at about the 29-yard line. So 2nd down and 4 now for the Senators here at the Musketeer 29.
And you see the Senators are just controlling this game and making Eastern have to stay on that field. And that hot sun over there, it starts to wane on you.
Yeah, especially those big guys up front. It's hard on you. So 2nd down and 4. Kenton will take the snap. Drops back, wants to throw. He's got some pressure coming, though. Gets away from it. Rolls back. Now, last second, he throws it. Got a guy open. Oh! And Hudson can't make the grab as he gets hit there at about the 17-yard line. And, boy, I tell you, that was kind of a wounded duck as Kenton just kind of threw it up. And I'm sure Coach Bousman and Coach Lowry telling him, hey, look, you don't want to throw that thing up like that. That's a ball that could get picked off if you're going to throw it. You're better off at that point just to throw it out of bounds because you don't want a turnover here.
Yeah, that's where you know about field position, about what you're doing. If you can, it's about winning the whole drive there. You don't have to get it all in one; just throw it away and then get it there. But Ken, still a young guy, still learning. Do we have a penalty there?
Yep, it looks like there is
receiver?
one. Yep, somebody downfield, I believe. So that's going to move it back 5 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 now for the Senators. So they'll set up there at the 34-yard line. Split of the receiver here wide to the near side as Kenton once again will go under center. Snap will come here on 2nd down as he'll take a turn, hands it off Johnston. This time the Musketeers do a good job. Number 87 up in there quickly for them, Caleb King, to make that hit there right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play that time by Johnston, and they've kind of shored that up there in the middle. So no gain for Johnston. Will bring up 3rd down and 9 there at the 34-yard line.
And we're going to see Eastern start to throw a couple different stunts or blitzes that are going to try to mix it up because they're tired of letting us get it pounded right up the middle there.
Yeah, I agree. So 3rd down and 9 as they'll go under center once again, take the snap, turn, hand it off. This time goes to Hudson. He breaks it on that veer run to the outside there on the left, just off the left tackle. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards. It'll bring up a 4th down now as the Senators inside the Musketeer 30 at about the 28-yard line. So Hudson with a gain of about 6 on that one. So 4th down and a long 3 here for West Washington as they try to keep this drive going. And you're definitely in 4-down territory here, Coach.
Bubba, do you go on the hard count on this one?
Well, I think I would try it, but we'll see what they do here as they'll line up.
Is that J.G. Cruz? Who's standing up there as the fullback?
I believe it is J.G., and we moved, I think.
Oh.
I think we had a little bit of movement. Yep, false start. So that's going to be a 5-yarder, and that's what happens, though, when you kind of get, out of sync there offensively and brought in a big blocker up front there, and I think he moved a little bit before the snap. So 5-yard penalty will bring it back to the 33-yard line. And the Senators
looks like a punt team's coming up.
Yeah, looks like a punt team. Yeah, it kind of does, but yeah, Kenton will drop back. He's their punter. So we'll see.
Yeah, just trying to pin them in tight there, put some speed out there, and kick it to that coffin corner down there.
Yep, 111 on the board here in the first quarter. West Washington 6, Eastern nothing. Kenton with the snap here. He'll punt it away, gets a high kick down the sideline, going to bounce and die right there at about the 6-yard line. So he got a favorable bounce, and that's where the Musketeers will have to start. So the Senators elect to pin them deep here, and why not, on 4th down and long. So that's where the Musketeers will start their offensive possession here with 1:04 to go here in the first quarter. Senators 6, Musketeers nothing.
Well, if you're going to make a team 94 yards, let's see, what is it on the 93 yards they got to go. So you're going to make them earn it here if they want it.
Yeah, absolutely. So they'll break the huddle, come to the line. Bannon will go once again out of the shotgun here as they'll go on 1st down. Bad snap. He fumbles it and has to pick it up. And, man, he got stung there at about the 1-yard line. I'm trying to see who that was that made that hit. But it was a great hit there at about the 1. I believe it was – I couldn't tell if it was 7 or 8 there. It looks like Hudson Crest maybe.
That was an exclamation point right there if there ever was one.
Yeah, it was a pretty good hit right there. And Bannett was just lucky that ball took a favorable bounce. He was able to pick it up as the snap was high. And so it'll bring up second down after a loss of about 5, 2nd and 15, back at about the 1 yard line. So shotgun
Big
formation.
play here for the Senators.
Yep, he'll drop back once to sling it. He gets it out to the flat. Catch is made out there by number 20, Andrew Adams. And he's able to pick up about 7 or 8 yards on the reception, as that'll move it out to about the 10-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7 now for the Musketeers as the first quarter clock comes to a close. So at the end of the first quarter here, it's West Washington 6, Eastern nothing. We're going to take a break here, and we'll come back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
You're at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana. We help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
All right, that word from American Family Insurance. Michael Long, great sponsor here on West Washington live stream and WWSR as we get ready for the second quarter of action. As the officials move the ball, we'll flip ends of the field here down to the 10-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Musketeers as they'll try to get something going here offensively as they're deep in their own territory. Senator defense doing a pretty good job to this point in the game as they've been able to control Eastern. Split backs in the backfield as we start the second quarter. Snap comes. Bannon will roll out, wants to throw. Got a man out there, but he just can't get it to him out in the flat, so it's going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down now and a punt probably looming here for the Musketeers. Going to have to punt this one out of his own end zone. He's got off a couple good punts, and Hudson Crest hasn't had an opportunity to return one.
Yeah. Bubba, they rolled out Brody Temple there. Looked like their defensive end as a slot guy there. I don't know if they're going to try to set something up there, but he's a big body out there blocking. So
yeah, Brody, big dude, as he got out there, but they just couldn't get the pass out there. Bannett stands at about the goal line. He'll kick it away. End over end punt there as it comes down at about the 35. It's going to roll up to about the 43-yard line. Ooh, a little extracurricular activity going on out there as there's a little bit of a block after the play, but no flag. So the Senators will get the ball in great field position here at the Musketeer 43-yard line, and they'll bring the offense back out here and looking to add some more points on the scoreboard down there in the north end zone. West Washington 6, Eastern nothing here. 11:46 to go here in the first half of play. So Senators,
we haven't heard Ethan Roberts' name in a while, so
We
I'd
haven't.
say that we're going to see him a lot on these drives.
Yeah, he's come back in here offensively. They've been rotating them around, and why not? You got to give those guys, a lot of those guys going both ways. Roberts a big part of our defense, and so he's in the game now at the halfback position as they'll take it on first down. They'll pitch it to him, and Ethan will take it. He comes off the left-hand side, just that veer run once again that we've seen Hudson Crest run some there as well in the first quarter, and Roberts picking up pretty good yardage out to about the 39-yard line of the Musketeers. 4-yard pickup there by Roberts, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Senators here in this second quarter. at the Musketeer 39-yard line. Senators break the huddle, come to the line. Kenton Chase will go under center, eye in the backfield. As Kress with Roberts behind him. Snap will come here on second down. He'll hand it off. It'll go to Hudson. He's got a hole in the middle. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet. And, he got tackled from behind. Able to take it all the way down to about the 18, 19-yard line before he's hit and brought down. So a good gain on that one. About a 20-yard pickup there by Hudson. And that was just a straight fullback dive. And they're really taking advantage of that A gap being open. Eastern not having anybody over the center, and doing a great job getting blocks up front. And Hudson able to get a 20-yard pickup there. So 1st and 10 down at the 19, and now a timeout by Eastern as they'll take one here with 10:57 to go in the first half. We'll take a break here. A score with 10:57 to go in the first half. Senators 6, Musketeers nothing.
In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
All right, want to thank the Washington County Community Foundation for sponsoring as we're back here after the timeout by Eastern. 1st and 10, Kenton will take the snap on first down, hand to Roberts out of the backfield as he dives there off the left-hand side again. Good tackle made up there by 22 Braden Jones for the Musketeers. Roberts able to get about a couple yards there on that dive as he picks up 2 hard ones there. And Jones up to make the stop for the Musketeers. The ball inside the 20, resting at about the 19-yard line. Actually just a 1-yard pickup where they spotted it. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 as directions coming in from the sideline. Kenton will call the play in the huddle. They'll break it, and they'll split Jackson Cameron out wide here to the near side as they'll go eye in the backfield, turn, hand it off, just a straight dive again. Johnston takes it. He's going to score again as he takes it in. Oh, got shot there at the end. Yeah, that should have drew a flag. He was out of bounds, but no call. But anyway, Johnson got the touchdown, and that's all that matters as he scampers it in 19 yards for the score in his 2nd touchdown run of the night. And the Senators go up 12-0 here on the Eddie Gilstrap Motors scoreboard here with 10:06 to go in this first half of play.
Wyatt's approaching the 100-yard mark already with 2 touchdowns
sure
here in the first half.
Yes, he is. He's ran the ball really hard and just a real quick spurt out of there. They'll line up to go for 2 once again. Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield. He'll take the snap, turn, hands it off Johnston, and I'm not sure. He did get in. The guy over here calls it good. So they say he got in. Yeah, Brody Temple made a hit right there, I think, at the line, but Johnston able to get the ball across the plane, so they're going to say he got it in. I thought he was short too, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter what I think. The official says it's good. So the Senators lead it here 14-0 over the Musketeers with 10:06. We'll take a quick break and a quick score coming in. North Harrison 10, Salem nothing in the first quarter. So we'll try to keep you updated on that one as well as we'll go to break. 14-0 here on the Eddie Gilstrap Motors scoreboard.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, They can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
All right, back here live, Art Sanders Field, 10:06 to go here in the first half. West Washington's opened it up, a 14-0 lead here on the Musketeers of Eastern as they'll get another touchdown run out of Wyatt Johnston, this time a 19-yarder. So he's got 2 here on the night, and Holloway will come back out to kick it away to the Musketeers here as the officials are set. We'll get the whistle, and here we go. Holloway to put it back into play. He kicks it, line drive kick, going to bounce down there and picked up right at about the 35-yard line, and good coverage there by the Senators as they come up to make the hit there as number 32, the returner for Eastern, Garrett Drury, as he brings it out to about the 30-yard line, and a decent
Grayson
run
McCoy
there by
and Zach
Drury.
Stice just
He runs
flying
like
down
his
there.
mama. He's got some wheels. His dad can't run that fast, I know. I think I could beat his dad in a foot race. Now, he's got a sister that's pretty talented, and congratulations to her. She's going to be the new Eastern girls basketball coach, and Taylor, a great athlete down there at Eastern. I loved watching her play ball. She played hard. Now, she did play a little chippy like her daddy did. I got to get – he's sitting next to me, folks. That's why I'm saying that. Handoff here on first down by the Musketeers as they give it off 22. Braden Jones, the ball carrier. Straight dive, good tackle there by the Senators as they come up to make the hit. Number 7, Landon Holloway there to make the stop. A 2-yard pickup there by Jones out of the backfield. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball up at the 36-yard line. 9:37 to go here in the first half. Once again, Senators 14, Musketeers nothing. As the Musketeers call the play, they'll come up to the line. Bannett once again out of the shotgun. Split backs in the backfield as the snap will come here on 2nd down. Bannett takes it, turns, fakes a handoff, counter play as they go back the other direction. Fake that handoff to Jones, and they go back to number 11, Nathan McBride. McBride with a good run as he takes it about, we're going to give him about 7 yards on the pickup. So McBride just short of the first down, 3rd and 1 now for the Musketeers there. And I like that play. I've always liked those counters, and that's what that was. They faked the handoff to Jones, turn around, give it back to McBride, and that play looked really good there as McBride able to pick up about 7 yards. 3rd down and 1 now as they'll break the huddle, come to the line. They'll split receivers 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near here. Single setback is Jones back there with Bannett, but timeout Eastern, so they'll call it their second one here of the first half. 8:27 to go here in the first half of play. Our score, West Washington 14, Eastern nothing. We'll take another break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
All right, back here live, Art Sanders Field. 3rd down and 1 for the Musketeers here at their own 43-yard line. Bannett out of the shotgun. Ooh, they had movement there. And there's the penalty marker coming in finally. Official, he didn't blow the whistle, but this line judge on this side already threw the flag, and the referee didn't blow it. But that's going to be movement. They had 2 guys in motion, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Musketeers. So they kind of shoot themselves in the foot. 3rd down and 1 is going to make it 3rd and 6 now, back inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Go
It
ahead,
is week
Coach.
1 for the guys in the stripes too, so we got to remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So
You're right. I'm giving them grief. I shouldn't be doing that. You got to stay on top
we
of
don't,
it.
we don't have
Coach.
very many. If we stay on it, me and you have to be out there refereeing these. We're way
Well,
with officials.
I'll need oxygen and a wheelchair. It'll be about the only way I could officiate at this point. So 3rd down and 6 now as Bandit will go out of the gun. He drops back, looks to sling it. He gets it out there. Catch is made, and it's real close to a 1st down. I believe he got enough as he wings it out there. Garrett Drury on the catch. Nice catch there by Garrett as he's able to pull that in, and good throw by Bandit. I mean, he threw a bullet out there. So that's going to be a 1st down for the Musketeers, and that'll move the sticks and move it up to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah,
Musketeers.
Bandit throws a good ball. He just can't get – none of his receivers seem to be able to get any separation.
Yeah,
for
that
him,
time.
so it's going to have to be possession catches.
Yeah, just a good, quick slant there by Garrett Drury, making that grab and able to pick up the necessary yardage. So 1st and 10. Out of the gun again, Bandit to take the snap on 1st down. He'll drop back, looks to throw, he rolls out and just misses his receiver. He had Jones open out of the backfield and goes incomplete. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Musketeers. 7:54 to go here in this first half of play.
Caden Clooney was drugged down to the ground there, and I don't know how they did not get a hold of him. Penalty call. I heard a big groan from the crowd.
It kind of did look like he had his hands on him, but nevertheless, no call on the play. So they'll line up 2nd down and 10 now for the Musketeers at their own 44-yard line. They'll split a receiver 2 wide to the far side, set a man in motion, turn, hand it off. It'll go to Jones right up the middle, and he dives forward. The ball come loose, but I think Eastern got it back as they cover it right at about the Senator 48-yard line. So Jones able to pick up about 8 or 9 yards. Looks like they'll give him 8, and they'll spot it right there at the Senator 48. So first time they've been on the Senator side of the 50 here in this first half of play, and their offense starting to move a little bit. Senator defense is giving a little bit, but hadn't broke yet. So we'll see what they do here on 3rd down and 2 now. Bandit out of the gun, split backs. He'll drop back, wants to throw, got time, going for it all. He throws a cheap ball there. Oh, but it's caught. Nope, he says incomplete. Nope.
No, it bounced.
Boy, I thought he caught it, but it did bounce. And, boy, it was close. That would have been a ball that you could have picked off and went for the run, but our defensive guy was playing the receiver and not the ball there, which is kind of what they teach him to do. He was doing the right thing. He just didn't see the ball thrown. So incomplete. 4th down and 2 now at the Senator 48-yard line. See what the Musketeers do here on 4th down. I believe they're going to go for it.
Right there it is.
Yep. They keep their offense out there on the field, as you could see there on the replay. If you're watching it on the live stream, it was incomplete. Bandit out of the gun, single set back in Jones. They'll take a turn. They'll flip it back to Jones. He's got some room. Nice tackle and a fumble. Oh, but they pick it up, and that was a great hit. That first hit on Jones, and he's still down, hopefully not hurt. Picked up there by Andrew Adams, and he almost got the 1st down, but he goes down as well. But I didn't see who made that hit, and hopefully we can get it on the replay. But Jones hopefully not hurt, because looked like he took a shot to the knee there, and that hurts. Looked like a helmet may have got him right on the kneecap. I'm not sure. So let's hope that he's okay. Big part of their offense. But the Senators hold here on 4th down, and they'll get the ball back here on turnover on downs as Jones being attended to out there by the trainer. So,
Bubba, what's the craziest part of that play is that you never stop till the whistle's blown, because Eastern almost got the 1st down on the fumble.
You're right. As very alertly, Adams picked it up and almost got the yardage, but Senators didn't quit either on the defensive side, so that was a good thing. But Jones still down there. Let's hope that he's okay here. But
he's a very good player, and I don't want to see that for Eastern, because
No.
he is the heart and soul of their offense there. If you saw on that drive, Bannett was able to hit some of those little quick slants, and then Jones had some breathing room and was able to get some yards. That's what they want to be able to do, because you get that guy in open field, he can start moving, but he hasn't had that opportunity tonight, so let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, he got up under his own power, so that's a good sign. He's going to walk off on his own, so hopefully that young man is okay. But the Senators will take over here on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line is where they'll start this drive. 6:59 still to go here in this first half of play. And
It's also important to remember the Senators get the ball back at the start of the half, so you want to get a good drive here and get a score, and then get the ball back to start the second half. And
yep, absolutely. Good
just
point,
keep grinding.
Coach. 1st and 10, West Washington, as they'll bring their offense back out, and the Musketeer defense will return to the field. Senators at their own 49-yard line. Kenton Chase will go up under center. I in the backfield with Hudson Kress and Wyatt Johnston, I believe, in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Hudson. He gets mad at the line. Boy, no gain on that one. Good job defensively there by the Musketeers as they come up to make the hit on him. So give him about a half yard. So 2nd down and a long 9 here for West Washington, as Hudson got just about a half-yard pickup there on that one. Ball resting right at the midfield marker, the 50-yard line. So 2nd down and 9. We'll call it for the Senators. Chase once again under center here. He sets a man in motion in Johnston. Snap will come. They'll turn, hand it off in the backfield. It'll go this time, 33, the ball carrier. That's Grayson McCoy. And McCoy finally pushed out of bounds all the way down at the Musketeer 21-yard line. So a good gain there of, what did he get there? About 20, let's see here, 29 yards? Is that right?
29.
So, yeah,
Fresh legs there,
29-yard
Bubba,
pickup.
making a difference, wasn't it?
McCoy in there at the fullback position, able to pick up 29 yards there on the carry. So a good run there by Grayson. And they'll set the offense 1st and 10 at the Musketeer 21. Chase under center once again. Kress behind him with McCoy. They'll take it. This time it'll be Kenton keeping it himself. He'll take it to the outside, goes to the right, and able to pick up decent yardage down inside to about the 15 to about the 14-yard line. So about a 6 or 7 yard gain there by Kenton, and a nice run to the outside by Chase.
He followed Wyatt Johnston over there and Tyden Williams and just started to made the great read and just took off. And he's hard for a little guy. He's still hard to bring down.
Yeah, he sure is. He's got some speed, and we see that out of Kenton every day. He hadn't ran it a whole lot here in this game, but nice run there. 2nd down and 3. Chase under center to take the snap. He will. Drops back, rolls out, wants to throw. Got some pressure coming. He's going to tuck it and keep it. He'll take it down and get out of bounds at about the they're going to spot him about the 6 or 7 yard line. Good for, I believe, a 1st down, but we got a penalty marker on the far side of the field. So we'll see what that's all about.
Gavin Ball, there was a little celebration, number 56, so hopefully it's against the Musketeers. We'll see.
Yeah, officials talking it over there. It was thrown by the line judge on the far side. He's talking to the referee now, so we'll see what the call is. Oh, personal
Defensive
foul.
holding.
Yeah.
Nope, there's no.
Yeah, it looks like a personal foul call against the Musketeers, so we'll see what the Senators elect to do here. No, they did call holding. You were right, Coach. Hold against the Musketeers. So it'll be a 1st down for the Senators at about the 6 yard line. So 1st and goal now as the Senators will set up there. As that run by Kenton, good for another about 8 yards as he takes it down to the 6 where it'll be 1st and goal Senators here with 5:14 to go in this first half of play, and the Senators knocking on the door once again. Eye in the backfield for Kenton as he'll line up, move up under his center, takes a snap, turns, hands off. Johnston, the ball carrier. He cuts it out to the right, and I believe he's going to score. Or that was McCoy. Yeah, I said Wyatt. That was McCoy. And McCoy able to get the touchdown run there, a 6-yard scamper by Grayson. And the Senators put 6 more on the board, 20-0 here with 5:14 to go in this first half of play.
Will we see the PAT here? You know, we were talking about that.
I doubt it. They've been working on it, though. I know with a couple different guys, Holloway. My son's actually worked on that some. They've been working him a little bit with it, but, just with no reps last year in the JV, it kind of doesn't give you much opportunity, but they're going to line up to go for 2 once again here. So we'll line up here. Kenton will take the snap, rolls out, wants to throw. He's got a man open, hits Hudson, and Kress able to get it in for the 2-point pass. So it's good here with 5:14. That'll put the Senators up 22-0 on the Eddie Gilstrap Motors scoreboard. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
At Eddie Gilstrap, our customers are family. Rated in the top 6% nationwide in Ford dealers, we pride ourselves on our no-pressure environment, honesty, and integrity. Come see us today and discover why we're different. Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
American Family Insurance is a Bedford-based business with a wide variety of insurances that are suited to the customer's needs. There is currently a discount driving program that can help you save money on auto insurance premiums. Contact us at 812-578-3072 or email us at mlong@amfam.com. American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
All right, back here live, 5:14 to go in the first half. Senators with 3 scoring drives here in this first half of play. That one on a 6-yard touchdown run by Grayson McCoy, and then the 2-point conversion pass from Kenton Chase to Hudson Kress. So 22-0 here. Holloway back out to put the ball in play as he'll kick it off once again. And we'll get the kick here. It's another high short kick, going to be fielded by the up guy there at about the 28-yard line, number 15, I believe, Connor Cleek on the return as he brings it up to about the 34-yard line. So that's where they'll spot it down, and it'll be 1st and 10 Musketeers. They're at their own 35-yard line.
Well, the Musketeers really have to try to put together a drive, even if they don't score on this position. They really need to try just to move the ball and keep their defense that's already tired off the field for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point, Coach. And, if they need something to happen positive here before the half, because this thing's starting to get away from them a little bit here. So we'll see what they do here. 1st and 10 Musketeers. Bandit out of the gun, will take the snap, drops back, wants to throw. He'll roll out to his left. Got a man open, makes a grab there, number 20. Once again, Andrew Adams on the catch. Good for a first down as he makes a grab at about the 46-yard line. So 11-yard pickup there, and it'll be 1st and 10 Musketeers at their own 46-yard line. So good throw and catch there. Bandit to Cleek out there, or Adams, I'm sorry, for that first down throw. 1st and 10 Musketeers. So they'll break the huddle, come to the line. Bannon will lead them up there, shotgun. Jones back in there, so that's good to see as he was injured there on that last series. They'll fake it, throw it out here in the flat, and the catch is made here once again, but a nice tackle as the centers come up. Oh, he lost his helmet there. That I believe,
Zach Stice there.
Zach Stice, yeah, making the grab. He may have to come out after losing his helmet there. So Stice making the grab, or making the tackle after about a 3-yard reception there as they throw it out there in the flat. Number 8, the receiver there, Caden Gibson on that one. 2nd down and 7 at the 48 for the Musketeers. 4:06 to go here in the first half of play. So Bannett out of the gun, sets up, wants to roll out again. He'll take off, throws it. Got a man open, wide open in the flat. Catch is made there. 22, Jones with the reception. Almost broke. Had one guy to beat, but he picks up about 16 yards on that reception as a tackle made up there by the Senators right at about the 36-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Musketeers. And this is about as deep as they've been in our territory. So Senators looking to stiffen up here. Musketeers looking for their first score of the night. 1st and 10 from the 36 here. Bannett out of the gun, split backfield. He'll take the snap on 1st down, rolls back, wants to throw it. Got a man open, and it's tipped away at the last second. Good job there by Titan Williams coming up to knock that ball away as they tried to get it out there to Andrew Adams. And Williams with a good defensive play there. Titan knocking that ball down. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Back at
that's a statistic that gets really underlooked. Pass deflections.
Absolutely.
You don't think of it being a big thing, but it's huge.
Yeah, Titan with a good defensive play there. So 2nd down and 10. Bannett out of the gun as he'll set up here. Jones, the lone setback in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out, wants to throw, hits his guy out here in the flat. The tight end makes a grab. Number 85, Adam Guthrie with the catch there. And finally pushed down and out of bounds there. But not before he was able to pick up pretty good yardage as he takes it down. But we've got a penalty marker, I believe, against the Musketeers here. Officials talking it over. Catch was made for about a 6-yard pickup down to about the 31, but Musketeers backing up, so this must be against them.
This is something you don't want to see if you're Eastern, because you had such a good drive up to this point, and then you shoot yourself in the foot and you're back again.
Not sure what the official called there, but maybe a legal shift or something out of the backfield. So, was it a block in the back? Okay. So
wow.
They did block in the back. You don't see that called too often, but that's a big one because it's going to bring them all the way back to the 47-yard line. So what would have been a 3rd down and about 4 is going to make it 2nd down and about 21 for the Musketeers. Bannett out of the gun. He'll drop back, wants to throw. Slings it across the middle, almost picked off. Oh, it hit him right in the hand as 33 Grayson McCoy. Right, I think he's seen a green field and just took his eyes off the ball for a second. Couldn't haul it in, but it'll be incomplete there. Bring up 3rd and 21 for the Musketeers.
Hudson Crest read that really well coming off the line. He saw the running backs just stop as soon as the ball was snapped. He knew it was going to be a pass. He got right in there on the quarterback, and then that put the pressure that the Senators needed. I thought they were going to get the pick 6 there.
Yeah, I thought so too. It looked like Grayson had it, but he just took his eyes off of it for a second. So 3rd down and 21. Bannett will take the snap, rolls out, wants to throw it, got pressure coming, tries to get it out there in the flat to the tight end, but that falls incomplete. And actually he threw it out there to 22 Jones. And it'll be 4th down now and about 20 for the Musketeers. So Cress will probably drop back to receive the punt here as Bannett will step back there to kick it away for the Eastern Musketeers. Senators 22, Eastern nothing here. 3:15 to go in the first half of play. So Bannett sets up in punt formation as he'll stand back there at about his own 44-yard line. Gets off a kick, goes towards the sideline, and it's going to roll down to about the 10 and die right there. So no chance for Crest to return it. And the Senators will have to take it here about 90 yards if they want to put any more points on the board before the half here as they lead it 22-0 over Eastern with 3:07 to go in this second quarter play. So we'll set up there, 1st and 10. The offense will return to the field.
And this has been no problem for the Senators tonight, Bubba. They've made a lot of long drives. So
Yeah, they sure
that
have.
there is no big deal for them. What you don't want to do is make a costly turnover right now. You want to be able to control the ball with 3:07 left. You want to put the ball, in somebody's hands that can get you a first down or two, and take this in the halftime with a 22-0 lead.
So Kenton will go under center on first down as he'll step under there to take the snap. He will, turns, fakes a handoff, rolls out. Oh, he had pressure, but he breaks away from it. Comes to the outside, and a good run down the sideline. And just barely pushed out all the way up at about the 27-yard line. So a pickup of about 17 as Kenton runs it with his feet and gets a big gainer there out from the 10-yard line. So a first down out at the 27 as Kenton had pressure coming. Boy, he just barely eluded it, but that's what he does. I mean, he just got the speed, turned on the afterburners, and was able to get it down the sideline. So 1st and 10 Senators at their own 27. Eye in the backfield once again as Kenton goes under center to take the snap. He will, turns, pitches in the backfield. Hudson crests the ball carry. He breaks a tackle, comes back the other way now. Hudson down the sideline, and he's shoestring down. Number 15 with the tackle, Connor Cleek, at the Musketeer 47-yard line. So a pretty good gain there by Hudson as he takes
I tell you what, Bub, if I'm Hudson, I make sure I get some spats or something because his shoestring's the only thing they've been able to tackle him by today.
23-yard pickup there by Crest. So 1st and 10 in Musketeer territory now. Kenton will go under center once again. Eye in the backfield, turns, hands it off. Roberts, the fullback, takes it. Bulldogs down as he picks up good yardage down to about the 42-yard line. And a quick hitter there by Ethan Roberts as he picks up about 7 yards on the carry.
Coach Lowry, they've got how many plays they want to run here in this 2-minute drill. So that's no big deal. They know what they're doing. Looks like some personnel issues there. I think we're down a man.
Timeout going to be called here by the Senators as Roberts comes off the field there. 2:06 to go. And we'll take a quick break here. A word from the sponsor and be back here. Senators 22, Musketeers nothing. All right, back here live after the timeout. The Senators having to burn one there. Ethan Roberts had a little issue with his helmet after that carry on first down, and he ran off the field, so Coach had to take a timeout there with 2:06 to go. Second down and about 4 now for the Senators at the Musketeer 42-yard line as they'll line up here. Kenton will go under center once again. Eye in the backfield as he'll set up here on 2nd down and 4. Snap will come. Oh, he drops it and luckily got back on it there. Just a bad snap there. Kenton just didn't get the ball as it come up from center. So
it looked like it just went straight into his gut.
Bring up a 3rd down and 4. As I hate to say that, but that was my son in at center. Maybe that was the problem. Caden didn't get the ball up there. 3rd down and 5 now. They'll hand it off as Kenton keeps it himself.
Oh, Kenton's breaking it.
Yeah, I thought he handed that off to Crest, but he faked that handoff and carried it to the outside. Finally pushed down out there as he goes down out there on the eastern sideline at about the 24-yard line. So Kenton
keeps that magic up. He's going to have a residency as the Luxor.
He picks up about 20 yards on that carry. So 1st and 10 as he got out of bounds there too and stops the clock with 1:50 to go. Ball resting at about the 24-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Senators as Kenton will go under center to take this snap. Snap comes, he'll take it, rolls out, looks to throw. He's got time, got a man open out there. Oh, and it may have been, it was picked off. So Eastern with the interception. There's number 20, Andrew Adams, stepped up inside there and makes the grab. And a takeaway for the Musketeers.
If you look back at that play, I wish that Kenton had went through a progression a little more. You saw Hudson Crest there in the flats wide open. And if he'd hit him there, I think he could have taken off and gotten some extra yards. But he went for the home run there, and sometimes that comes back to bite you when you're.
Yeah, and it was just a good defensive play there as Adams was able to step in front of it and pick it off. So first turnover of the night there for the Senators as the Musketeers take it over inside their own 20 at the 18-yard line. Bandit will come back out here offensively, 1:42 to go in this first half. Snap will come, he'll turn. Nope, he's going to throw it. He keeps it, gets it down there, almost picked off. And it is. No, it hit the ground. Looked like he picked it off, but ball was tipped and then didn't get under it. So incomplete pass first, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now. Back at the 18-yard line as he tried to bomb it down there. I thought he was going to hand that ball off to Jones, and he stepped back and wung it down the field, but ball tipped, almost picked off by the Senators. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10 as Bandit will set up in the backfield, split backs back there for him as the snap will come on 2nd down. He'll drop back, wants to throw, going to take it down the sideline. Titan Williams there, but just overthrown. And I think that's going to be offensive pass interference. I believe Adams pushed off on Titan there.
That's what he's pointing to.
Yeah, I think that's going to be against the Musketeers. Titan was reaching back for it. Yep, that's going to be the call as they're going to call offensive pass interference as Titan was reaching up for the ball and got shoved there. Couldn't make a play on it, and that's going to go against the Musketeers here. So you probably decline this here and make it 3rd and 10, or it'll be 2nd down, and I'm not sure what they're going to do here. So it would be 3rd and 10 if they decline it, or you'll have 2nd down.
Looks like accepted.
Yeah, they're going to take it. So it'll be 2nd down. And
Well, it's good logic because you're making that a team still have to go more yards to score. Downs don't really matter.
You're right. That'll move it inside the 10 to about the 9.5 or so. So 2nd down and about 24. The Musketeers. Bandit keeps it, rolls out to the far side, throws it, and almost picked off again as the ball tipped as they tried to get it out there to the tight end, Adam Guthrie. Ball goes incomplete, so it'll bring up 3rd down, but we got a penalty marker in the backfield there. What are they going to call here, roughing the passer? Official still talking it over here.
It never fails. Usually the last 2 minutes always take as long as the whole quarter.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he signaled a hold against the Musketeers. So they'll move it back even further. That's a half the distance to the goal, so it'll move it back inside the 5 at about the 4 or so. So it'll bring up a 2nd down once again and about Livonia. So 2nd down and forever now for the Musketeers. Inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Bennett out of the shotgun. Snap will come here. He takes it, turns, hands it off to Jones, and a nice tackle from behind there made by Hudson Kress as he picked
Now,
up
do we
a
have any
couple
timeouts
yards.
left, Bubba?
I think we got one. So timeout Senators here with 1:13 to go in this first half. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 18 or so. Or no, about 3rd and 20, I guess. For the Musketeers. When we come back, we'll stay here with you on this one. 22-0. Senators in control of this one here. So what's your thoughts here on the first half, Coach?
I tell you what, you couldn't ask better for an offensive performance for the Senators. Definitely, defensively, when you still have the shutout here, it's something that you didn't know after the scrimmage. How are they going to respond? They've shown they can. I'm really, really liking the new offensive look there. I think it definitely adds an element that we haven't had in years past. It's very exciting to watch.
Yeah, I agree. And, it's been a host of backs for West Washington. We've seen McCoy. We've seen Johnston get a couple. We've seen Roberts. We've seen Kress. We've seen Kenton keep the ball. So, we've had 5 or 6 different guys carry the football mixed in there with a couple throws. And our defense has been really good here so far to this point in the game as they've done a nice job keeping the Musketeers in check. As Musketeers have done a few things good, they just haven't been able. They've shot themselves in the foot with some penalties and things here in this first half of play. So they'll come back here, 3rd down and 20. Bennett takes it. They counter it back the other direction, fake the handoff there to Jones, give it back to the other back to the left, and he's able to pick up about 9 yards. So it'll bring up a 4th down and about 11 now for the Musketeers at about the 17-yard line. So Hudson will drop back here to receive another punt as Bannett's leg has got a workout here in this first half of play.
It'll be interesting to see. The only way I think the Senators can really score here is if they cause some issues on the punt here.
Right.
Mishandle or something.
Yeah, clock down under 30 seconds now. Bannett will take the snap, gets off the kick. Hudson will have a chance to return this one, but he backs up and just lets it go down. And it'll roll down to about the 42-yard line. A flag comes in, and that should be another flag. Yep, as number 70 come in.
Ones.
Yep, Carson Rice. That first one is against the Senators for blocking
Grayson
the
McCoy there
back.
kind of tripped the guy up.
And then number 70 come in, Carson Rice for the Musketeers, and got a block in the back. So that'll be an offsetting penalty. And first one against West Washington, second one there against Eastern. So it should be dead right there, but we'll see what they elect to do here with 18 seconds on the board. Senators will come back out offensively here. So they'll just set it right there, and it'll be 1st and 10, West Washington. Yeah, I don't know what they were talking about.
I like
there.
it. I like it, Bubba. After
Yeah.
let's just put it right here. It's where it's going to be.
I thought they were going to move it, but then they didn't, so that's the right call. First one against us for blocking the back. Second one against the Musketeers, offsetting. 1st and 10 now for the Senators at their own 42-yard line. He's going to mark that one off. Then he's going to turn around and mark off the second one. And it's going to end up at just about the same place. We might have got a couple extra yards out of it. Yeah, ours was a 15-yard variety. So we did get a few extra out of it. Moves it up to about the 47, where it'll be 1st and 10 there. So about a 4-yard difference from where the play ended So 1st and 10 Senators with 18 seconds on the board.
Senators one last year before the half, probably.
Right, 1st and 10. Kenton will go under center, high in the backfield. He'll move under to take the snap. He does, turns, hands it off. Number 11, the ball carrier, Wyatt Johnston, and no gain on the play as he gets hit and taken down right there at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be the end of the first half. So pretty good half for the Senators here as they lead at 22-0 over the Musketeers. We're going to take a break here, hear from all of our sponsors. We'll add things up and come back with our first half stats as the Senators lead at 22-0 over the Musketeers here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to ihsaatv.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Gates, Carnegie, Rockefeller. I'm not. Generous, caring, rich in spirit, I am. You don't have to be a person of great wealth to make an impact. When caring individuals give through a flexible, creative, capable organization known as a community foundation, our philanthropic potential is unlimited. As your local community foundation, we provide you the opportunity to permanently support the causes you care about, both near and far. We do this by protecting and administering permanent funds through thoughtful grant making to improve the quality of life in the community we serve. Simply put, donors who give through a community foundation build sustainable, permanent funds called endowments through contributions, big and small, to support organizations they care about most, forever. Through the generosity of our many donors and the responsible, informed investment of permanent funds, we will increase our grant-making ability for the benefit of our community for generations to come. All we need is you. What causes are you passionate about? What organization matters most to you? We can help you ensure your charitable interests are supported forever. Donors can give to an existing endowment or establish their own. Some choose to give now, while others make their gift later through their will or estate plan. To learn what your options are, talk to your community foundation. We're here to help you reach your philanthropic goals. If you love our community, let's leave our little corner of the world a bit better than we found it. Not just today, but for future generations too. The Washington County Community Foundation has been making our home a terrific place to live, work, and play since 1993 through the generosity of donors just like you. Why? Well, just like you, we also really love our community.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our first edition of this year's Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, that time of year, Friday night, first week of high school football. Fall sports have already begun in earnest around our state, and it's a great time of year. It's a celebration, quite frankly, of being back in school around coaches and teammates and getting ready for what we hope will be an exciting and safe and injury-free season in IHSAA sports.
Yeah, Bob, it's just like it's welcome back. It's we've been working hard to come back, and when I say we, I'm talking about student athletes and coaches. You know, everybody has been hard at it this summer, and plans have been made since the last game was played last year to be able to come back and join their team, get the uniforms out of the closet, put the new ones on if they got new ones, or get the ones from last year and they have the school name on them, and they're going to show up and they're going to play, and they're going to do what students have done in this state since 1904, and they're going to play, and they're going to play hard for their communities.
So a little different this time around. While COVID is still of concern to all of us, it seems to have lessened in its severity, but I know you're still very vigilant and diligent in your pursuit as an association, as a member institutions, to make sure everyone's safe.
That's exactly right, and we do want safety, but you know, and our coaches, like we say, they do a great job looking after their student athletes, as any teacher would in the classroom. And the classroom can be math, or it can be football, or it can be soccer, but it happens to have, you know, it's still with great mentors working with kids.
Well, that's exactly what it's about. You know, first round of football, man, oh man, it doesn't seem possible that we're actually playing football coming up on Friday night.
It doesn't, you know, and I was just with the staff a moment ago, and we're sitting there trying to map out who's going where this week. And, you know, we read the media reports just like everybody else does. And then we listen to who's going to be good, or how the prognosticators have put this season together already. And we're excited to see how that all materializes throughout the year. But yeah, we're going to get out and watch some high school football this week. Assistant Commissioner Falkins is ready to go. I know that.
We also have a complete schedule on the fall sports. You know, cross country, volleyball, soccer, tennis. In addition to football. There's a lot going on for you and the member institutions, and that's what makes this so much fun, is that after all the efforts by everybody through the summer, now it comes to fruition here in the fall, and this kicks off literally and figuratively the beginning of the sports season.
And yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, we're back, and it's not, it's just not football. It's every sport in the fall. You listed them all, Bob, and again, it's the pursuit of excellence. But the great thing is it's also an opportunity to learn along the way, and student athletes, after they complete a season with their coaches, are better than before they started, and those lessons they learn will carry them on.
Yeah, a couple of guys like you and me have had the honor of being part of sports for a long time, but I can think back. I think back to 2 days at Plainfield High School and remember slugging it out there with my teammates, and those are memories I cherish my entire life.
It's a bond, and you know this, Coach. I may not see one of my high school teammates for 10 years, And the moment that I walk back in their presence, it's like we never left.
Well, that's what makes it all so much fun and so worthwhile. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out to your local, support your local student athletes, get to a game, put your money on the ticket counter, and help support those student athletes in your community. Commissioner, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Coach, and looking forward to all of our segments that we're going to do throughout this year.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, back here live at the half. West Washington enjoying a 22-0 lead here at the half as we wind down our half. Just sitting here trying to unofficially add up some stats, and let me re-emphasize the unofficial stats. But I got the Senators for about 301 yards on the ground here in the first half. A lot of that racked up there by the touchdown runs, but just running down the scoring here, Wyatt Johnston got the Senators on the board first in that first quarter with 8:32 to go on a 47-yard touchdown scamper to lead 6-0. The 2-point conversion run was no good. And then Johnston again on his second score of the night with 10:06 to go in that second quarter of play. He took it in from, I didn't write down the yardage there on that one, but he took it in for the second touchdown, 19-yard run.
He took it in for
second one. Yeah,
19.
Yeah, 19 yards on that second run. So he's racked up a lot of that yardage of the 301. He's got those two touchdown runs for a total of 63 yards in that first half for Wyatt on the scores. And then Grayson McCoy with that third touchdown run, a 6-yard run. A Kenton Chase to Hudson Crest pass was good for the 2-point conversion to give West Washington the 22-0 lead here in that first half of play. So Senators all over it offensively, racking up 300 yards on the ground. Kenton was 3 of 5 in that first half passing, one of those that 2-yard touchdown conversion for the extra point. So lots of yardage for the Senators. Eastern not so much. They did move the ball at times through the air mainly, although their back has done a good job for him. Braden Jones, number 22, with most of those carries for them offensively. But it's been all West Washington here in the first half. They've just done a nice job mixing up those backs. And like we said, 5 different guys for the Senators have ran the football. Kenton Chase at the quarterback position, along with Hudson Crest, Ethan Roberts, Johnston, and McCoy, who both have those touchdown scores. So a nice job offensively, a good mix for the Senators of backs. And, it's been hard for Eastern to key on one guy. It's been a host of people running back by committee, so sort of for the Senators here in the first half of play. Coach, any comments?
Yeah, every time they seem to try to figure out what we're going to do, we throw something at them they hadn't seen. And that was definitely helping us out. Eastern not helping themselves out, though, either, Bubba. I had them for 7 penalties. 7 penalties and about 35 yards easily on those.
Okay, so, yeah, it's been every time Eastern's done something good, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. Just one turnover in that first half, and that was by the Senators on the throw, as Kenton let one get away from him, picked off there by Andrew Adams. So, both teams done a pretty good job with that in this ball game, but Eastern just not been able to get anything going offensively. Have had to put their defense out there a lot in that first half of play. So Senators with a 22-0 lead here as we get ready to head into this third quarter of action. We'll try to keep you updated with some scores around the area. Last score we had from Salem was North Harrison 21, Salem 7 in that game in the Mid-Southern
I got some
Conference.
for us, Bubba.
Okay, you got some for us?
Yeah, I got Clarksville up 14-0 on Scottsburg. Brownstown up 13-0. Yeah. That was at the end of the first quarter. Brownstown 13, Cordon 0. Edgewood 6, Mitchell 0. Springs Valley 7, Eastern Green 0. Tecumseh 7, North Davie 0. No scores yet from Tell City and Perry Central or Switzerland County, Crawford County. Over at Paley tonight, Boonville up 7-0 on Paley in the first quarter.
Yeah, so thanks, Coach, for those scores coming in. I'm glad you're able to track those down for us. And, a lot of close games. As I look down that list of these openers across the region here, the southern part of the state, I knew a lot of those games were going to be close games. I really thought this game would be a little closer than what it is here at the half, but the Senators just done a nice job, like we said, and you made a great point, Coach. They've, it's kind of hard to key on anybody. We've done a good job mixing things up, and I think that's part of what led to this 22-0 lead here that we're enjoying at the half. So Senators made their way back out to the field, as well as the Musketeers, and both teams kind of warming up here a little bit as we get ready for this third quarter of action here at Art Sanders Field. A beautiful night for football here, as temperatures have come down a little bit as the sun set here to the west. So lights on here at Art Sanders Field, and getting ready for this second half of action here from West Washington, as the Senators once again lead 22-0 here at the half. Thank all our sponsors once again for what they do for us, and want to remind you, if you would like to sponsor here on West Washington live stream or WWSR, all you got to do is contact the school, or you can contact me if you've got my number. I'm not going to give that out over the air. I get enough calls the way it is. I'll give I'll give the professor Craig Akers' number out if you want it. So
let's give Darren Russell's out there. So.
Well, yeah. Hey, Russell's taking care of us. He done a good job. I just enjoyed some of those Creek Bank potatoes or whatever they call them out here. They were really good. The ribeyes were good once again. Great atmosphere here on Friday nights for high school football. We're getting ready for the third quarter. 12 minutes going up on the board as Eastern will have to kick off here to start this second half of play. Senators will bring their return unit out onto the field. Man, we'll get
Bubba, do they try
underway.
something? Do they try something kind of tricky
I
here?
can see them doing an onside kick here to try to get the ball back. So hopefully the front guys for the Senators are aware here. But Musketeers lining up in kick formation here. We'll see what they do. Kind of heavy set here. They got 4 guys on the far side lined up there, and 6 here on the near side as they get ready to put the ball back into play. So they'll line up here. Kick will come, and they'll kick a high bouncing kick. It'll be picked up down there at about the 25-yard line and brought out to about the 37 before the Senators get tackled there. And returner, I believe there was Grayson McCoy, as he brings it up to the 37. So 1st and 10 there for West Washington as they'll set up there from their own 37-yard line, and that's where they'll start this opening drive of the second half. 22-0 our score. Senators looking to add some more here on this first drive as they'll break out. Titan Williams will come here to the near side. Kenton Chase goes up under center, I formation in the backfield. He'll take the snap on first down, hands it off, just a direct dive play as they hand it off right up the middle. Ball carrier picking up about 5 yards. Who was that, Coach? I didn't catch the number on that.
That looked like Ethan Roberts there.
Well, I think it was Roberts on the dive. So gain of 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5 now for the Senators at their own 42-yard line. Kenton under center now. He'll take the snap, turns, hands it off. It'll go to Hudson Kress, and a good defensive play there. Eastern with penetration as they come up to make the tackle in the backfield there. Linebackers with a good blitz and loss of about 4 yards on the play. So Kress not getting much out of that one. Will bring up a 3rd down and 9. Now,
and right before that play, Bubba, they spread out a little bit on that line. And so that when they shot those gaps, they shot right in the hole there and got through.
Yeah, they sure did. Not much blocking going on there. The Senators will come out here. Kenton will go out of the gun for the first time here tonight.
Yeah.
As he sets up Roberts. Roberts, the lone setback in the backfield. Snap will come. He'll roll out. Looked like he wanted to run it. Now he cuts it back up the center, gets tackled. He's going to go down for another loss as Eastern was all over it. So the Musketeer defense doing a nice job there in coverage on that one. So it'll bring up 4th down and about 13 now for the Senators back at their own 34-yard lines where they'll spot it. So Kenton will have to drop back to punt here on 4th down, as the Musketeers will drop number 32, Garrett Drury, back there to receive this kick. So Kenton sets up back there at about his own 23-yard lines where he'll receive this snap to punt it away. Snap will come. It's a good one. He'll get off the punt. Good punt. Nice deep one. Drury fields it back there at about his own 30. He'll try to cut it to the one side. Now goes back the other direction, gets hit, and goes down at the 35. So nice job.
Great coverage there by Holloway.
Yeah, Holloway up to make the hit. So a good job there by the Senators in coverage. And 1st and 10 for the Musketeers as their defense stiffens here to start this third quarter. They'll get the ball back in their own territory at the 35. 1st and 10 for Eastern there. We'll see if they can get something going here offensively. Senator defense been pretty good all night long. So they'll set up here at the 35, 1st and 10. They'll split 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far, as they'll go out of the gun. Bannett once again will take it. He'll hand it off on 1st down right up the middle, and he's down the sideline. He could go all the way, could go the distance here. Finally gets cut down as McCoy takes him out of bounds right at the 20. So a big run there. A gain of 15, about 45 yards, the longest run of the night there by the Musketeers as they take it down 32. The ball carrier, Garrett Drury, there on that one. So 1st and 10.
Got out of a.
Yeah, he did. He come out of there like a bullet, and a nice run there.
Center's got to take a deep breath here, recollect themselves, and just do what they've done.
Bannett out of the gun will hand it off. It'll go to 22, the ball carrier there, Jones, and he's able to get a couple hard yards. Hampton up to make the hit for the Senators. They'll give him 1, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. They'll give him 2, 2nd down and 8 now for the Musketeers. Inside the 20. This first time they've been inside the 20 of the Senators tonight. This ball spotted there at about the 18, 19-yard line. So Bannett out of the gun, split backs in the backfield this time as he'll take the snap on 2nd down. He'll turn, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and a nice defensive play there as the Senators coming across to make the tackle. 59, Dylan Keller there to make the hit after a gain of about 1 by the quarterback Bannett. So 3rd down and 7 now at about the 17-yard line for the Musketeers.
Dylan able to come through with that. Kai Struther just takes on 2 guys. Kai, one of the biggest guys on the field there. So then that leaves Dylan one-on-one with the back, and he comes through with a nice little hit there.
Yeah, he sure did. Good form tackle there by Keller. So 3rd down and 7. Bannett out of the gun, takes the snap, turns, hands it off. They'll go back there to 22 Jones, and he'll dive forward. Just kind of an off-tackle run there as he'll take it down inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Struther there on the tackle. 4th down and a long 2 here now for the Musketeers as Bannett will get the play from the sideline. He'll set back up here. 20 seconds to go here on the play clock. He'll call it. They'll break the huddle and come to the line. Definitely in 4-down territory here. So Bannett will come up. Ball inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Shotgun formation once again with Jones back there with Bannett. Snap will come. They'll give it to Jones. He'll take it, gets the 1st down and more inside the 10, down inside the 5 actually. Kept his feet churning and gets it inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Actually going to spot it at about the 3. So 1st and goal now for the Musketeers, and they're knocking on the door here for the first time tonight.
And really, for the first time tonight, they've not committed a penalty on a drive, and that really hasn't pushed them back.
Yeah, absolutely. So the ball spotted about the 4-yard line. They'll set up here. A couple receivers wide to the far, 1 to the near side here. Bannett out of the gun once again. Jones behind him here. 1st and goal. They'll hand it off. Jones will be the ball carrier, and he'll scamper in as he's able to take it in for the score from 4 yards out. So the Musketeers on the board here, 22-6 now, with 7:02 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. And the Musketeers will line up here. We'll see what they do as Jones takes it in for their first score of the night, a 4-yard run.
Well, law averages says you go for 2 here, right?
Oh, absolutely. So Bannon will line up. That's what they're going to do. Jones in the backfield, shotgun formation. Snap will come. They'll give it to Jones again, and he'll walk into the end zone. So 22-8 here as the Senators kind of broke there defensively. And the Musketeers get their first score of the 22 season as they get on the board, 22-8 here. We'll take a quick break, come back with a sponsor here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers, unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website.
Here at WWSR, we have all the hits from the 80s to today, while also rocking out with some of the classics. There are also exclusive interviews with some of the West Washington's head coaches during their seasons, breaking down the best of the upcoming matchups. And there's more programming to come, so stay tuned, with WWSR being available on the school website, Alexa, or your favorite device. And for those interested, sponsorship slots are available.
So back here after the Musketeers score, 22-8 on the board. Senators still with the lead, but Musketeers to kick off here. They'll kick another one. This one will go deep. It'll be fielded back there at about the 15 as the returner brings it out, gets hit at the 30 and goes down back at about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line or so. So that's where the Senators will start this drive. Not much on that opening drive. They need to get their offense clicking and going here once again in the third quarter here and get something positive happening. They'll spot it at the 30, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Senators as they'll break the huddle and bring the offensive unit back out there. Kenton Chase will lead them up to the line. He'll go under center. Eye in the backfield here once again for West Washington. Snap will come on 1st down. He turns, hands it off, first guy through, and he gets met at the line, goes down immediately. And he's still down. Was the ball carrier there? Looks like number 11,
Johnson went down pretty hard there.
So Johnston with the run. They're going to give him about a yard. So 2nd down and 9 now for the Senators as they'll break the huddle. Eastern defense really stiffened up here in the second half. So Coach Dean getting to him here at the half break. Kenton will go under center to take the snap. Eye in the backfield. He'll take it, turn, hand it off again, and another straight dive, this time Hudson Crest. And he gets hit and goes down after about a yard pickup. And things kind of heating up down there as the defense is really fired up for the Musketeers. So to bring up a 3rd down and 8 as Hudson gets
and this isn't the yardage that the Senators want. They want about a 3rd down and 5.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really what they do.
Yeah, you want to get ahead of the chains here a little bit, and they haven't done that here in the second half, so we'll see what they do here on 3rd and long. Kenton will go under center to take the snap once again. He does. Fakes a handoff, takes it himself, goes around the end. Looks like he's going to be close. Who gets hit and saved there. Kai Struthers holds him up before he runs into the bench, but Kenton close to 1st down. We'll see where they mark him out at. Looks like he's right at that 40-yard line, or just shy of the 40. He needed to get to the 40 for a 1st down, so we'll see what the spot is. It's going to be just a little bit.
Yep.
No, they say a 1st down.
Half a football short.
No, they said 1st down.
1st down now. All right.
Looked like it's short of the 40. It should have been at the 40 because we started that drive on the 30. But anyway, the officials give us a little favorable call there. So 1st and 10 for the Senators. Looks like he got enough, even though it ball's just a little short of that 40-yard line. So Kenton with that 8-yard pickup there on that one. Takes it here on 1st down, hands it off, just a straight dive. Johnston again up the middle for West Washington, and Wyatt this time able to pick up about 7 yards on the run.
I tell you what, Bubba, if there's a kid who added more muscle during the offseason, it was Wyatt Johnston. When you see that, he's just able to shed tacklers.
Yeah, I'd seen him the other night. He looks really good on the hoof. He really beefed up quite a bit, as you mentioned, in the offseason. So a gain of 7 there brings up 2nd down and 3 now for the Senators here, as Kenton will come over and talk to Coach Robelski there, calling the plays in from the sideline. They'll break the huddle, come to the line, 2nd down and 3. Play clock down to 1. He gets it off, and a timeout call.
Coach got a timeout, yeah.
The play clock was winding down. They just took too much time to get that play in. And
Hey, how about those new play clocks, though, Bubba? We need to.
Yeah, we do
wonder if
have some
anybody's
nice
noticed
new
those
ones.
or not.
Yeah, those look nice. So Coach has
Yeah,
to
get
burn
the
his
zoom in on
first time
there,
out.
Gregors.
Yeah.
They're nice.
He takes his first time out of this second half, so 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. West Washington 22, Eastern 8 as we get a break here. Second down and 3 for the Senators at their own 47-yard line as they'll talk things over here and see if they can keep this drive going. Somebody's got a cramp down there on the sideline. Oh, is it Kenton? Oh, the quarterback not good. So hopefully give him a few minutes here to stretch that leg.
Yeah,
out
I was
a little
going to
bit.
ask if anybody had went down getting cramped up yet.
Well, he just did. I mean, they took the timeout, and he's been down there with the trainer ever since. And he'll get back up, put his helmet on. He's ready to go, so that's a good sign. Second down and 3 now for the Senators as they'll come out of the timeout here. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. And they'll come to the line. Roberts will come back in there at fullback as he'll set up behind Kenton here on second and short. They'll set a man in motion, and Johnston take the snap, or McCoy actually in motion. Kenton will keep it himself. He could go down the sideline, and he's got one guy to beat. He's going to take it. He's going to score here. So he breaks it out on that fake to the fullback, and then just takes it on the left-hand side for the score. 52-yard touchdown run by Kenton. And the Senators, no flags on the field, get back on the board, and they lead at 28-8 here with 4:26 to go in this third quarter. So a great.
And you
run
talk
there
about
by
momentum
Chase.
killer for the Musketeers there, Bubba. They
Yeah,
didn't,
absolutely.
After that great drive they had, then Senators come back and just put one right.
So Kenton with that 52-yard scamper for the score. here in
Kenton's
the
trying to get
third
him to
quarter.
kick a PAT so he can take a breather there. So.
Yeah, he probably is. Nice run there by Kenton, and he just faked everybody. Had one guy to beat, burn it down the sideline for the touchdown. So they'll line up once again to go for 2 here. Set a man in motion. Take the snap, turn, hand off Hudson Kress, and Hudson will take it
he's
in
in
on the
there.
run. Yep, so 30-8 here with 4:26 to go in this third quarter of play, and the Senators back in control by 3 scores, and just got to get your defense back out there and set things up and see if they can keep Eastern at bay here in this third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll hear a word from a sponsor and be back here. It's the Senators 30, the Musketeers 8 here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
You're at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana. We help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
All right, back here live as Landon Holloway will kick it off. And oops, I don't think he meant to do an onside kick, but unintentionally, I think he hurt his leg when he done that, because he's still wobbling around out there as he kind of
he
that
is.
thing.
Look at that.
Kind of squibbed it off the side of his foot, and the Musketeers recover at their own 48-yard line, so they'll start their 1st and 10. Holloway still limping off the sideline here. 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. Eastern with plenty of time. They'll break the huddle, come to the line. 1st and 10 from their own 48 as they'll set up here. Bannett back there in the shotgun. Sets a couple of receivers wide here to the near, one to the far. Snap will come. He drops back, wants to throw, got time. Bombs it down the sideline, and there's going to be a flag. Yep. It's going to be pass interference on the Senators. I think we knocked their receiver down over there on the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like Jackson Cameron, as he was coming across there, just got his feet tangled up with the receiver.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the call for sure. So that pass interference is going to give them a first down in our territory as they'll march the ball down 15 yards to about the 37, where it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Musketeers. 4:18 to go here in the third quarter. So pass interference against the Senators, and 1st and 10 for the Musketeers. Bannett on the snap, turns, hands it off. Jones, he'll dive forward right up the middle there, picking up about 6 yards as he carries it down inside the 30 to about the 29. Gain of 6 brings up 2nd down and 4. Kai Strother up to make the hit for West Washington, but not before Jones able to pick up about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. Bannett once again goes back to work. He'll go out of the gun. Snap will come. Hands it off. And another Jones cut. And he's a nice tackle as looks like the Senators' Zach Seiss comes up to make the hit, but not before Jones picks up another 1st down as he gains about 6 more yards down to about the 23-yard line. Stice with a nice tackle as Jones cut back across the field. Had some open room, but Stice coming in there to make the hit. So 1st and 10 now at the 23-yard line. 3:47 to go here in the third quarter. Bannett will line up with Jones in the backfield. Snap will come. He wants to throw, drops back, looks, goes towards the end zone. And good coverage there by Jackson Cameron. He was right there on the receiver, just kind of put his hands up, and the receiver couldn't really see the ball there. 32, the intended receiver for them.
With him putting his hands up there, he just basically he wasn't holding them or anything. His hands were up. It's almost like, a jump ball in basketball there, and was able to get a hand on it. That's all you needed.
Yeah, he was trying to get it out there to Drury, and he was open, but pretty good coverage there by Cameron. So incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 now. Ball at the 23-yard line as Bannett will set up there to take the snap. It'll come. He'll turn, hand it off. Jones again, and he'll take it off the right-hand side this time, down inside the 20. Right at the 20s where they'll call it down. Hudson Cress up to make the hit. So a gain of about 3 on the carry. Be 3rd down and 7 now for the Musketeers at the Senator 20-yard line. Need a big stop here. A couple big stops as they're definitely in 4 down
if you can push them back here, the big play, because then it'll make it throw the ball in the next play. You don't want any short yardage here whatsoever.
They'll split a couple guys out wide to the far side, turn, hand it off to Jones again as he'll dive down and inside the 15 to about the 14, close to a 1st down. Don't think he got enough, but he's really close there. Should bring up about a 4th and 1. Yep, that's a call. Down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Senator really staying strong here. They got some guys look like equipment issues right there on the sidelines.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys cramping up down there too. We've had several substitutions here. So 4th and 1, Bannett takes the snap, turns, hands off Jones. He gets enough as he dives across the 12 down to about the 10. So Should be about a 1st and goal. I think he's right at the 10. So that is the call. 1st and goal. Musketeers have found some offense here in this second half as they've moved the ball.
Yeah, they've really been,
really well.
Bubba, they've really been moving the ball well, but they've just been blocking up front. 74
Right.
for them has just been a huge mover.
Yeah, they've done a good job here in the second half. Bannett, 1st and goal from the 10. He'll take it and hand it off. Jones, when he slips down. Had coverage there. We had guys there to make the tackle, but Jones lost his footing. Went down at about the 11, so he lost a yard or two. So 2nd goal from about the 12 is where they spot it.
I have no problem watching Jones go east to west rather than north and south because he's a north-south runner, and he gets that head full steam going. He's almost impossible to stop.
Yeah, he does a nice job. He just made the cut there and lost his footing. So 1st and goal from the 12, or 2nd and goal from the 12. 1:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bannett takes a snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Oh, and a nice open
Great
field tackle. Might have saved a touchdown there is Ethan Roberts.
Ethan Roberts.
Yeah, he come across. He was cramping down there earlier. Is that Roberts? Yeah.
Yep.
Ethan with a nice open field tackle right at about the 12, so no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and goal. Under a minute now to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bannett breaks the huddle, comes to the line. 3rd and goal from the 12. Shotgun formation. Jones back there with him. He'll take the snap, wants to throw this time. Wings it across the middle, incomplete. He had a guy there, but he just couldn't get it to him. Tried to get it out there to Drury again. And just threw that one a little low. And so it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 12. This will be a big stop here if we can keep him out of the end zone.
That's one of the worst balls I've seen him throw all night. He's usually been – he had time and almost like hopped it to the receiver there. So hopefully the centers can get another big push there. I know you see there's all kinds of guys. I know Strother's been up there real much. I see Houchin in there. I see Clooney, 75. Roberts coming off the end has been a force.
Yeah, our defense has done a pretty good job, but the Eastern's done a good job moving the football. They're going to probably take a timeout here. Yes, they will, even though the clock had stopped. Play clock had run down. Timeout here with 15.9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR, and the West Washington live stream.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
All right, back here live after the timeout. 15.9 seconds, 15.8 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Musketeers with a 4th and goal from the 12. So what do you do here? Kind of a gamble. You got to set your defense up here. They've been getting some yards on the ground, but they got to get 12 here to get it in. So main thing is you just don't want to get them in the end zone or any kind of penalty on your defense here. So you got to try to stop this drive. Bannett out of the shotgun. They'll set up here. Snap will come. He wants to throw. He drops back, looks, goes towards the end zone. Got a guy down there, and he just overthrew him as he tried to get it out there once again to Drury. And he couldn't
Great
get
stop
it there.
by the centers.
Yep. Good job there defensively. And Bannett just threw that one a little long for Drury. And so that'll be a turnover on downs. The Senators dodge a bullet there, and that's a huge defensive play as they get the ball back here. 8.1 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Leading it here 30-8 over the Musketeers. And they'll bring their offense back out here. Probably have one play, and then we'll move to the fourth quarter. So Senators got to be careful here, take care of the football. You don't want to turnover or fumble or anything crazy to happen right now. So Kenton will go back under center I in the backfield as he'll step under there to take the snap here on 1st and 10. He'll take it, turns, handoff, just a straight dive as they'll take it off the left-hand side and pick up about 3 yards out to the 15. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Got players down from both sides. It looks like cramping once again coming in there.
Bubby, you need to go down and start passing out some orange slices and bananas.
Yeah, something's going on there, but about a 3-yard pickup there, so that'll end the third quarter. And the Senators in control here, 30-8 over the Musketeers. We'll take another quick break, and we'll be back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
All right, back here live as we start the fourth quarter, 30-8 to score here from Art Sanders Field as the Senators in control right now. Musketeers have moved the ball well here in the second half, though. They've done a nice job, had it down there 1st and goal from the 10 and just couldn't get the ball in the end zone. So Senators take over here and they'll have it 2nd down and 7. From about the 15-yard line, Kenton Chase will go under center to take the snap here. It'll come. He'll take it, turns, hands it off, and I believe that was Roberts again. The flag comes in. Yeah, it was Ethan on the carry. So some more laundry out there. We'll see. Chop block against the Senators. So
that'll put him back, but
yeah, he got a couple yards on the carry, but penalty will take that away. So it's going to take him back inside the 10 to about the 7 or so, and make it about 2nd and 14. Looks like 2nd and 15 for West Washington. So this might be one where you let Kenton try to take it on, like I said, to read option type play. Here we'll see what they do as they'll line up here. 2nd and 15. Chase will go under center, eye in the backfield. Snap will come. He'll fake it. Nope, he hands it off. And a straight dive up the center as they follow Kai Struther up through there. Kai with a pretty good block as Roberts picks up about 5 yards. Out to about the 15-yard line or so. Spotted at the 14, so it'll be 3rd and 10 as Roberts picks up 5. So 3rd down and 10 coming, or actually 3rd down and about 8. Looks like he got a little bit more than the 5, got about 7. So 3rd and 8 for the Senators here. Kenton will go under center once again. Play clock coming down, and they'll have to call a timeout. Just took too much time. That's the second one we've had to burn. So with 11:04 to go here in the ball game, Senators 30, Musketeers 8. We'll stay with you, I guess, through this one. But just want to thank all our sponsors once again here on our broadcast. Eddie Gilstrap Motors, the Washington County Community Foundation, Raymond James Investment Corporation, American Family Insurance, Mike Long, and I forgot somebody. Lynx Lynx Clothing and Shoes. How could I forget Lynx? Rita and Ricky. Ricky's up here in the press box with us, but boy, they do a lot for our community in all 3 county schools and all schools around, really. They do that Jumpstart deal or program where they give away shoes, and man, that's just a huge thing. They go around to all the schools in the area, and Rick and Rita have been great supporters of the schools, and we appreciate all they do for us here on our broadcast as well.
I'm always so enamored when a team wins a title, how they'll share the profit from the T-shirts. So, I mean, that just adds on to it because, it could be very expensive.
Oh, yeah, it's expensive.
During the seasons and stuff, so that's just a nice little added bonus for teams.
Yeah, absolutely. They do such a great job for all the schools. 3rd down and 8 now for the Senators. The ball right at about the 14-yard line. Big 3rd down play here if you can convert. Kenton will go under center, sets a man in motion, takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Another dive play there. Roberts, the ball carrier, brings it out to about the 20. So he picks up another 5 yards. It's going to be short of a 1st down, though, so they'll probably have to punt it away. Yep, and here comes a punting unit.
Tell you what, though, Bubba, that looks good. I mean, reading the midline there, and Ken has pulled it back a couple times and tucking it himself. It's deceiving.
Yeah, it sure is. And, when you're down there on your end, towards your goal line, that's a great option play for sure. Kenton will have to punt it, and he'll get one off. Nice high kick. It's going to come down and be fielded there by, I believe number 20 was the returner there, Andrew Adams, and he'll take it up to the Senator 45, and that's where Eastern will take over. So Musketeers still with time here, 10:15 on the clock. They're down 22 points here, so they need 3 scores, but Zach Stice making a great hit there. He got some accolades there from Coach as a great hit on the special teams as Zach come up to make that hit. Right there at about the 44-yard line, so 1st and 10 for Eastern. They're at the Senator 44, so good field position here for them. Bandit will come back out offensively, go out of the gun once again. Snap will come, and that one goes way over his head. He's going to have to dive on it way back at about his own 42-yard line. So big loss there, and just a miscue there with the centers. He snapped it about a mile over his head.
Well, Bubba, you jinxed him there because you told him they had really good field position.
Well, they did. Now they don't have – it's still pretty good, but they were in Senator territory. Now they're back at their own 42, so they lose about 15 yards on that snap. And that's
this puts them in the throw mode, too. This is
yeah.
the 15% of their offense they don't want to have to do.
Right. So Bannon will set up here. Jones in the backfield with him. One receiver to the far, to the near here. He'll drop back, set up the screen. They dump it off to Jones. He makes a grab, and he's still on his feet. Finally goes down. He got about 16 yards of it back, but there's a flag coming in there right at about the 45-yard line or so. So we'll see that's against the Musketeers. So, yep.
And, that's a play they should implore because, he throws a quick, good ball. And you got that really, big back. Do something with him.
Yeah, absolutely. He made a nice catch and run after he caught the ball on the screen. But, unfortunately, penalties. And those are the kind of things that just seem like they hang over Eastern's head. I mean, we see it year after year. If they can shore those penalties up, they've got some weapons. It just seems like bad things happen to them at bad times, and that was one of them right there. He got about all the yardage back that they lost on that snap, and it's going to be a big penalty and move it way back for them, all the way back to about the 27-yard line. Yeah, so somebody with a helmet-to-helmet hit or something there takes them way back. So it's 2nd down in Livonia right now for the Musketeers as they move them all the way back to about the 27-yard line. 9:23 to go here on the Eddie Gilstrap Motors scoreboard. Senators 30, Musketeers 8. Senators defense trying to hold here. Musketeers out of the gun. Bandit will drop back, looks to throw again. Gets pressure, gets it off now, gets it out to Jones. Nice open field tackle there once again by the Senators as Johnston comes up to make the hit after the catch was made, as Jones caught it there at about the 30, gets it out to the 32. So that'll bring up 4th down. Or is that 3rd down? 3rd down, I guess.
Third and 35 is what I got.
Yeah, 3rd and 35. Senator defense just kind of playing prevent here. They're not going to let anything get deep behind them. So,
well, what you really want to avoid is just Jones getting a ball in space, where he can get a full head of steam going. You can let him catch it, but just get a body on him and know where it's at.
They're going to run out of time here as the play clock goes down, and that's it. Penalty comes in.
Wow.
Yep. Did they get a timeout?
They're saying
they gave him the timeout.
Wow.
Looks like Coach Dean got it just in time. That play clock was down to 3, and when they were still coming to the line, so he calls one here with 8:31 to go. And we'll just stay here since timeout looming here for the Musketeers, 3rd and forever for them here. Senator defense over here with Coach Gibson. I tell you, we talk a lot about coaching and some of the guys in the area. It's been in it for a long time, but Coach Gibson, kind of I think I labeled him the Yoda of defensive coaching. He is, he's like the Jedi Master for sure. He's been around a long time and just does a great job defensively for the Senators, and been around and done a great job out here for them for years. They talk about some of the powerful Senator offenses. 34 years, they say, he's been involved, but he just does a phenomenal job. I mean, I don't know. That guy puts in a lot of time with it. So 3rd and forever.
He's the first guy there. Yeah. He's one of the last guys to leave.
Yep. So they'll set up, shotgun. They're going to run it and say, hand it off, as they'll go right back to Jones. He'll dive up the center and get about 5 or 6 out to about the 37-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th down and long, and now definitely probably going to have to punt this thing away for sure. Hudson Crest will drop back. They'd have to get it clear way down inside the 35-yard line for a 1st down. So,
and the way Bandit's been kicking the ball, there's no knock on him.
No, he's done a good job punting the football for sure. As they'll set up here, play clock down to 4. I have to hurry again. He'll get it away though. Line drive kick, going to take a bounce. Hudson Crest just backs away from it. And it'll die right there at about the 23-yard line. So that's where the Senators will take over. 7:38 remaining here in the contest. And this Washington to just get some 1st downs here and kind of eat this clock away. They'll get out of here with a season opening win, and it'll be a good win for them to get things underway. But got to shore up some things. Got some things to work on, but they've done a nice job here in this ball game here tonight.
So, yeah, this is your mental check time.
Yeah,
do the little things.
Some 1st downs.
Keep your head.
1st and 10 from their own 23 as Kenton will go back under center once again to take the snap. Eye in the backfield, and he'll take it in movement up front. I believe that's on the defense. I didn't see anybody for us move, but could have. Nope, that's against the defense. So encroachment call once again. Will move it across the 25 out to about the 27. 1st and 5 now. So Musketeers spot them 5 yards on that one. And the Senators go back to work.
That play always reminds me when you play Monopoly, and you get it says you win the beauty contest, collect $100.
Right. So 1st and 5. They'll set up at the 27. And snap will come. Not much gain there on that carry. Who is that? Oh, wow. Clarksville on top of Scottsburg, 34-14. That's kind of surprising. I really thought Scottsburg would. That tells you Clarksville is going to be a pretty good opponent for us.
Yeah, they're going to be a good opponent next week.
Second down and about 3 now, so a gain of 2 on the carry there. As the Senators will come to the line. Kenton goes under center, takes the snap, turns, keeps it himself, goes off tackle. Ooh, got a hit right there, but he got the first down out at about the 35, but he got hit hard there. Number 87 up to make that hit, Caleb King. And the Musketeers with the stick, but not before Kenton. I'll tell you, Kenton's a tough character. He took a pop there, comes out clapping, so he's ready to go. 1st and 10 at the 35 now. So Senators just trying to milk this clock and keep it on the ground, keep that clock running. 1st and 10 at the 35 for West Washington. And they'll line
Switzerland
up here.
County 42, Crawford County 0 at the half.
Oh, wow. Kenton will move in, take the snap, turn, hands it off. Ball carrier Johnson, and he breaks through there as he's able to pick up a first down, and more as he takes it into Musketeer territory at the 47-yard line. So Wyatt with the run there, picking up about 13 yards on the carry. He continues.
Boonville up 22-0 on Paoli.
Yeah, that one doesn't surprise me. My buddy Darren Ward down there at Boonville was a long-time coach at Corden. He actually took Corden to Semi-State back a few years ago and moved back home. That's where he was from. And Darren, a good football coach, Boonville, a good program. Kenton now 1st and 10 will take the snap on first down, hand it off right in the middle, and not much there, about a half-yard gain or so by the Senator ball carrier. That time, like it was number 32.
From sectional 48 here.
Tyler Miller.
Tecumseh 42, North Davies 6.
Okay, so that's an interesting score as well. 2nd down and 9 now at the 47 of Eastern. Clock down to 5:18. Senators taking all the time they can here. 8 seconds on the play clock. They'll have to hurry. Get this one off in time. 3, 2, 1. Got it off, but he fumbled it. And I think they had to take a timeout. So got to get that play in there a little bit sooner. We've struggled with that at times and had to burn a couple timeouts because of it. So there's another one. And 5:03 to go now. Timeout. We got one.
Bubba, another score here. Edgewood up 31-8 over Mitchell.
Yeah, and I thought that would be a little closer game. Mitchell with a new coach, new facilities over there. They're building all new stuff, and I think they were supposed to play at Mitchell, but they moved that game because Mitchell's field, they put an infield turf and wasn't ready to go. So.
Well, I guess Edgewood has a red field of turf.
Yeah, they do. They've got turf. Yep.
It's blinding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of bright. Yeah, red uniforms. We'd blend right in up there. So 2nd down and 8 now for the Senators after the timeout here. They'll have to come out, and they'll come to the line. Eye in the backfield. Kenton will go under center once again. As the snap will come here, sets a man in motion. Snap comes and he loses it. Has to go down on the ground. So having a little trouble with that snap connection there.
Well, as you get late in the game, your hands get really sweaty. Your whole body's covered in that. You got to keep those hands dry at all costs. As somebody throws him a towel.
That was Coach Lowry. Good thing he wasn't a quarterback. He was a pretty good running back,
Yeah.
but that wasn't much of a throw. I'm going to tease him about that one. Yeah. 3rd down and 8 after that fumbled snap, so Kenton will take it here. He'll keep it himself. Tries to get to the outside, and he does. He's going to cut the corner. Got some running room down the sideline. He may score, but there's flags on the field. He is going to score, but there's a flag over there on the far side. So I'm afraid that's going to come back.
I'm afraid it's going to be a hold on us there for him,
Yeah.
just like he did.
Hold. Yep, that's a call. So Kenton takes it 47 yards for the score, but a holding penalty is going to bring that one back. Yep, so that one won't count. We won't be able to write that one down. He won't get that 47 yards. A great run. Great play call. He's done a good job on that when he's been deceptive with the handoff, but that one's going to come back 10 yards. So that's going to
Well, Bubba, that's the byproduct of him being so efficient with the dive.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you just keep diving. That's the whole reality of that type of offense. You feed the dive, you feed the dive, you feed the dive. You get the defense, thinking that's what it's going to be, and then all of a sudden you pull it out of there and go. And it's worked a few times for him, and that one worked, but somebody just held on to their block there a little too long, and it's going to come back. So it'll be 3rd down now and about 19 for the Senators back at their own 43-yard line. Kenton will move under center once again to take the snap here. Oh, somebody moved.
That was us.
Yep. Number 52 for the Senators. Alex Houchin just bobbled there a little bit. So another 5-yarder. So we're starting to rack up the penalties here. 4:12 to go here in the contest. And it seems like this fourth quarter's taking forever. So 3rd and about 25 now for the Senators. Call it 3rd and 24. As Kenton will break the huddle, come to the line. High in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands off. And they'll give it off to Roberts, who will bring it across the 40 out to about the 44. So he was able to pick up about 6 yards. But,
so Kendall punted away here.
Yeah.
3:51 left.
4th and about 17 here. So Kenton will set up here with 3:40 to go. Punt this thing away to the Musketeers. Play clock down to 7. They'll get it away. Snap will come. It's a good one. He gets a kick away. It's a nice high kick. And it's going to take a Senator bounce and roll down to about the 20 where they'll down it. So Eastern will bring their offense back out here with 3:17 to go in the contest. And your defense got to come out one more time and get some hold or get some stops here. 1st and 10 Musketeers at their own 20. So the Musketeer offense comes back out on the field. Cody Bannett leads them out there. That receiver split wide to the far side. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. He'll step back, wants to wing it, throws it out there in the flat. Catch is made right on the sideline. And good for about a 7-yard pickup. Call it 8 out to about the 27 or so, 28-yard lines where they'll spot it. So 2nd down and 2 now for the Musketeers.
Senators return home next week to play Clarksville. Eastern will be at home taking on Crawford County in their first home game of the year.
Yep. It'll be a tough one next week. Clarksville must look pretty good. I mean, if they beat Scottsburg pretty good.
They got some really good athletes.
Bannett will roll out, wants to throw it. Oh, tries to hit Jones out there in the flat, and just Jones can't handle it, so incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 2:34 to go here.
Clarksville made the wise decision to leave the Mid-Southern there and go independent. I really think it does help them out so much because they were in a grinder of they were the smallest team in that conference.
Right. Yeah, it was probably a good move on their part, but I'm really surprised at that score. I really thought Scottsburg would be pretty good this year. Snap will come, Bannett will hand it off to Jones. He'll dive forward. Looks like he got enough for the first down across the 30 out to about the 31. So they'll move the chains. 2:20 to go now.
Bubba, who's the JV got on Monday?
Well, they were supposed to play Eastern, but I think they've called that off already. Not sure. I guess Eastern may not have enough. So the 1st and 10 now for the Musketeers. Bannett out of the gun. Snap will come. He'll drop back, wants to bomb it. He got hit from behind. It's going to be picked off. Hudson Cress pulls it in. He may take it to the house. And he will take it to the house. Touchdown.
Wow.
Senators as Hudson gets a pick six. A 37-yard interception return by Hudson.
He must have had his jersey covered in WD-40 because he slipped through those last 2 tackles.
He did slide right through there. Well, you know, when you get a little extra momentum when you pick one off like that. I never did pick one off. I caught one on the bench one time. The quarterback threw it over there on the sideline. So with 1:51 to go here, Senators on the pick six by Cress. 37-yard interception return. And we'll try the PAT. Nope, we're going to go for 2. Set a man in motion. Take the snap, turn. Kenton will keep it, rolls out, wants to throw. Got a guy open, and he just overthrows him right there at the goal line. So 36-8 after the Hudson Cress interception. And the pass is no good here, and we got 1:51 to go in the contest. Senators going to get a opening win here, good win, heading into next week against Clarksville. So that'll be interesting. That game once again here at Art Sanders Field. We'll have the coverage for you here on West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Well, our whole season, Bubba, is really going to be here at Art Sanders Field for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much. We got a lot of home games, and that's a good thing. I think Claude Combs set that schedule up for us. We appreciate Claude doing that. So Holloway will come back out. He kind of limped after that last kick. Remember, he kicked that off the side of his foot. I guess he's got that fixed because he's walking back out there. So we'll see if he can get some leg into this one.
But we had a play once in the first game of the season. The quarterback that came off, he ran a dive play at one of my previous schools. So then they had to put the backup in, who hadn't played the whole night, mind you. He goes in, and all he has to do is take a knee for us. He takes a knee and then falls down cramping.
Yeah.
So that's like this type of year. That's what happens. You never know.
One
play.
So Holloway.
He's a toe basher too. So let's
put it back into play here with 1:51, and he'll approach it. This time got a leg on it. Nice high kick, going to be fielded by the up guy there at about the 32-yard line. He'll try to bring it wide, but he's going to get hit and go down. So another good job in coverage there by the Senators. Wyatt Johnston, the first one there. Jackson Cameron as well. And a whole new group of defensive guys coming out onto the field here. For the Senators.
It looks like the Musketeers have way more than 11 out there to me.
Well, yeah, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're right at it. So 1st and 10 at the 31 as Bandit will come back out once again. And the snap's a bad
Oh, no.
Oh, and they luckily got up to it. Jones was alert and come up there and fielded that errant snap at about the 31, and he's a little shook up again.
That young man's only a sophomore, and he's still, in my opinion, got a bright career ahead of him there at Eastern.
Oh, yeah. He's a good player. Clock down to 112.
He was one last year. I wish Coach Dean would have gave a shot earlier in the game to him to let him run the ball because he was running fearless.
Snap will come, and they'll hand it off to him. He'll go right in the middle and get hit. Go down. 24, the ball carrier that time for the Musketeers, Christian Reschker. He got about 3 or 4 yards. They'll give him 4. 3rd down and 6 now.
Zach Tussey in at nose guard there for the Senators.
Snap will come. They'll fake it. Bannon will keep it himself. And a nice job fighting off the block there for the tackle as Cameron comes up to make the hit, but not before he got a 1st down. 14 seconds now. So we'll have one play. Yeah, I see that. Both the Abbott boys in there on defense. They're not going to get a chance, though, because the clock's
Oh, man.
out. Yeah, they made it in, but that's the ball game, and the Senators come away with a big win here, 36-8 over the Musketeers of Eastern, and we get a few fireworks going off here. So big win here on the opening night of our 2022 campaign, and just all Senators early, and just run down the scoring real quick here. For West Washington got on the board in that first quarter, 8:32 to go. Wyatt Johnson on a 47-yard touchdown run to get the opening touchdown of the season, 6-0 at that point. They come right back in the second quarter. Johnston again on a 19-yard run to lead it 12-0. Wyatt also ran it in on the 2-point for a 14-0 lead. Then with 5:14 to go, Grayson McCoy got a 6-yard touchdown run, 20-0. Kenton Chase threw to Hudson Crest for the 2-point conversion pass, 22-0. And that's how we went into the half. Eastern, however, come out and move the ball down the field. Jones able to get the 4-yard touchdown run to 22-6. They got the Jones 2-point conversion run, 22-8. And then in the third quarter, Kenton Chase with 4:26 to go, a 52-yard touchdown run down the sideline for a 28-8 lead. And Hudson Crest added the 2-point conversion run, 30-8. And then the final score of the night was a pick 6 by Hudson Crest, 37-yard interception return for a touchdown, 36-8. Our final score in this one here tonight. So great evening for football. I want to thank the professor, Craig Akers, and also Coach Mills for joining me here on the broadcast. And we'll be back next Friday night as the Senators back here at home against the Clarksville Generals. A final comment, Coach Mills?
Hey, a great way to start the season here for the Senators. Definitely saw a year worth of seasoning on some of these players coming through, after a first year last year, kind of be thrown in the fire at varsity level. A lot of guys stepping up really big tonight.
Yeah, they sure did. And just a great game plan, a lot of backs involved, and I think that makes it tough for the defense to key on someone, and we just did a great job with that, especially in the first half. And then our defense was pretty good all night long. We give up that one score, but Eastern able to move the ball some through the air and then also on the ground with Jones. So just a great effort here. Going to have to work hard next week. A tough Clarksville squad coming in here that should be a good one right here at Art Sanders Field. So I want to thank all our sponsors once again: Eddie Gilstrap Motors, the Washington County Community Foundation, Raymond James Investment Group, American Family Insurance, Mike Long and the agent, and also Lynx Clothing and Shoes on the Square in Salem for bringing us this broadcast here of West Washington live stream and WWSR here for the Senators. Our final score once again 36-8, and we want to thank the professor Craig Akers for setting everything up for us. So thanks for tuning in with us, and that's all we've got here tonight. So for Brad Mills, Craig Akers, this is Bub Abbott. We say God bless you, and we'll send it back off the air.